Find us on YouTube. Nope. Hello. I don't know if anyone's here yet, but I anticipate people will be here in a second. Let me bring up my reference picture. Hello! Oh my gosh, Guts, welcome. You're first today. Congratulations. This is everyone on Twitch. Hold on. Let's go to YouTube as well. Let's take a look. Who's yapping? Hello, my one precious Twitch viewer. It's a bit strange. It feels like there's more. There's definitely a lot more on the chat. Actually, let me try and redirect some of those episodes to Twitch. Go, go, go! Maybe I should tell the people on Instagram this time as well. I never ever say a single peep. What should I put as the image? Maybe I just take a picture of my setup. Oh, my setup's so disgusting. Hold on, give me 1 second. Welcome everyone, welcome to the stream. We're going to be continuing our environment drawing today, so get onto it. I mean, you already are onto it, just stay put, I guess. I'm just going to quickly share this with the Instagram people. God, this photo's garbage. One of the old ones. Twitch.tv/7one. Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome. Today we're going to be continuing drawing environments. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share this with the Instagram people. Environments. Day 5. Coolies. Let's see if anyone joins. Alright. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we are back once again learning to draw environments. I have a reference already, but I was taking a look at yesterday's drawing and hold on, let me open it. Let me open it for anyone who wasn't here yesterday. Where are you? Here it is. No. So this was yesterday's drawing. Let me move it out a bit so you can see. It's hiding a bit at the moment. Here it is. And compared to the reference image, when I posted them side by side, they looked really different. The colors were so odd. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if that's like good or... I mean, it's nice that I have my own unique thing going on. However, I want to try and improve, so maybe I should stick a little bit more to the reference. Hello to everyone joining. We have Critters in My Cola, Vampipus, Plain Escape, Lonel Crosley, Silly Little Dog, Strawberry and Pancake, Evan Ebent, hello, Sugar Frost. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. So, what I'm thinking is that today we do, before we jump into the main drawing, how about we do a bit of like a tree study, just like a warm-up sort of deal, instead of just jumping straight into the environment, because I feel like at the moment my details is not happening. I'm using too big of a brush. I just don't really understand what I'm really drawing. You know what I mean? Like, if it's my style, I know that, but like, I don't know. I just wanna get better technically, so let's open a new canvas. Make it all big. Is this music too loud, by the way? Are we chilling? Or are we like being blasted away? Also, thank you so much for 250 followers on Twitch. It's my first week here, so it's nice to have such a warm reception. Thank you to the new follows, by the way. Ice is literally cool and Acid Mochi. Alright, let's start off. Tree. That's operation number 1. Hello, Cephaloct, welcome. Hello, S, with a bunch of characters that I can't say because it's unintelligible. I'm just moving my drawing setup a little bit so it's comfortable. Okay. I'm gonna do this one over here. So, first we've got a tree reference up. Oh, my keyboard's still getting together. So let's get straight into this. We've got one piece of the tree that's like that. Our stem is here. That's a little bit over this way. How are we all going today? Hello 16 Spoon. Hello Alakazam. Hi Cinestar. We have a few new people, but also some people that have been here since the start. You know, I really want to do another environment from imagination, but I feel like references is where I'm going to push myself the most. I've got a reference ready today, and it's going to be some man-made structures. So we got some stairs in this one, but also a bit of nature because I am trying to improve foliage. Okay, here's the top of our tree. But yeah, I'm doing all this at the same time while drawing silly cartoon characters on the side. I have a new Sonic and Shadow fan art ready to post. I was like, I'm going to do a reel today on Instagram because I had a really silly idea. So I was like, I'm going to do that first, but then tomorrow you guys will get to see that new fan art. But yeah, what's the point if I can only draw characters? What's the point if that's all I can draw? I mean, that's fun, but environments, I've been itching to draw environments for so long. Okay, so I actually took a quick look at one of my big inspirations for drawing in MS Paint, which is Christian Young. Such an amazing artist, and he actually used the crayon brush. So I'll show you which one it is. It's not that one. It's not that one either. Okay, so it's this one to create some of the leaves because it has that nice texture, see, with like some holes in the middle and stuff. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to copy that for this tree and we're going to use this crayon brush. So first of all, I'm going to get maybe a darker color to have as a little base. See, now it's hard to remember if you use this base color and then colored over it, or you know what, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, starting from the center of the tree. He also did use a combination of this classic brush, which we have been using up till now. So no harm in bringing this one back out. Actually, do we start sprig by sprig? No, let's do the trunk first. Everything radiates off the stem. We got to think about the tree as like an object. And everything radiates out from the stem, and it's going to make it a lot easier if I put this first. Ah, putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. Keeps making noises at me. Hello Kogyoku. Also, thank you for the new followers on Twitch. I see we have a few new people. We've got Rose Flower, VV42X, Pika Rose the Second, Urabag 3L, Starry Xbone, Idiotic 1, and Wow 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 Stone. That name is super funny. Okay, that's probably the wrong color. It's a bit too green. Let's go like super chill with it. Forget about color relativity. Let's just use like the most makes sense colors ever. Brown. Let's blend this up a little. Constantly have this little color slidery thing open. I'm not just summoning the colors out of thin air, by the way. And actually gets quite dark near the top. So I suppose it does blend nicely into that color, and then we've got a stem coming from around here, going all the way up into the tree. And I think this artist does start with the stems too, so following in his footsteps. Definitely my #1 inspiration for using MS Paint. Alongside Momopachi, they're really cool too. Thank you, Radioactive Diana, for the follow on Twitch. 16 Spoon, I've been trying to paint environments in a Studio Ghibli style. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? I feel like it's harder to do like a bit of stylization like that right off the bat. You sort of got to understand what you're trying to achieve before. So I guess that's why I'm trying to do more of like a realistic style, I guess. I mean, I haven't really achieved that up to this point, but that's what we're trying to move towards. So let's hopefully make some progress today. So I've got the stem. Actually, you know, why don't I just steal this guy's process from like start to finish? How does this guy draw a tree? I'm gonna go find a quick video of his on YouTube. I'm gonna take a look. A second. Oh my gosh! By the way, guys, after this stream, go and watch the new Skynix art video. I'm in it, so that's so funny. I just like opened up the YouTube thing and I just saw my own sonar. I was like, huh? Who drew Zeppy? And I was like, oh, wait a sec. So yeah, go watch that with Riz. So the artist's name is Christian Young. Show me a tree. And he actually does do some Ghibli-esque landscape paintings if you'd like someone to study from. What does he do? Okay, he does use the dark. Okay, alright. Let's continue on. Let's forge on, my friends. We've got this. So, we're bringing out our beautiful crown brush. And let's try to do some leaves down here. So, if we think about it, the core of the tree is quite dark because we have a lot of leaves up here shading down here. But our light source, by the way, since you don't have the reference to look at, our light source is up here. Our light source is up there. And then I think most of the light comes down this way. Actually, no, our light source isn't here. It's actually a bit more... Hold on. It's a bit more up there. Alright. And right down the bottom here... Actually, let's get rid of this line. That's a bit too low. Right down the bottom here, we've got our very darkest leaves. Let's find a nice green colour to put on the edges. By the way, I might not be able to stream tomorrow. I'm actually going into the real world, into the real wilderness to go and draw environments, so I won't be able to stream it. But I will post a sketchbook spread of it. Depends how late I end up setting out. I might be able to come in for like maybe a single object study like this, like just a tree or something, because I do want to keep it consistent. I don't want to miss a day because then I might start missing more days and then, you know, the challenge falls apart. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this up for though. Thank you for the new follows, by the way. Abella Appleton, Stinky Rat Toes, Little Aeronaut, and Zillies. Okruskza? What a tree-tastic tree. Thank you. I try to make all my trees quite tree-tastic. So I'm glad that it worked. Let's make this brush a bit smaller. Let's add in a bit of variation. I fear that sometimes my environment stuff, it it looks like you could very much tell what brush I was using, that I was using a specific brush, and it kind of distracts you from the rest of the artwork. So let's try and like change up the size of these a little bit. Luckily I've got this little spinny wheel on my tablet that allows me to do it quite easily. Right. Hello Cairo Silly. Hello Rizikski. Will there be line art? Probably not on this one. I usually do have a more like line arty style, but I'm practicing drawing environments in a realistic way, so I'm less focused on lines, I guess, and more on just the general form. I don't know. I think when I go out into the wilderness and do practice environments, like in real life, I might try and focus on the lines a bit more, because I feel like that, in the end, that defines the form. Like, that's why we have sketches and stuff like that. That's why. So maybe I'll try and just sketch from like pencils or something. I know that Momopachi does that a lot. Big inspo. We have all these like nice little tree colors up in our palette up here. Okay, I admit that was going a bit off imagination. Let's stop that. No more imagination. Following the reference. So this signifies a jutting out part of the leaves. So under here is going to be quite dark because there's something shading it, which is this. So we can use all our dark colors under here. I think especially towards the stem, it branches out into quite a few directions. Just here. Just there. Callie, can I make an Uber Cheeb of my own? Just a question. Of course, I do not own the Chibi art style. That's just a funny name I came up with to like promote my commissions. Absolutely no worries, go for it. Oh, this is a really nice brush to use for leaves. This is actually turning out really nice. I'm quite enjoying this. Okay, I want a bit more of a yellow green to include in here, so let's find that. I hope that today we can learn something together. I'm by no means skilled at this. I'm very much a beginner. So hopefully I'll be explaining everything in a beginner-friendly way. And if anyone wants to draw something along, it's the best way to do it. I love watching my favorite artist stream while I draw stuff. It's like that parallel play activating. Okay, let's use a bit of a lighter color. Let's make it a bit different for this bit up here. Let's start on that. Actually, between these branches, okay. I think we need our dark color back here. We might have to add those branches back in. Oopsie, they're a bit gone. So we're just building this tree up, whereas before my strategy was to cover the whole color, then add it all in. This time, we're embracing the white space in between and we're doing little bit by bit. Thank you, Lemlon Gay, The Mighty Leafy, and Nixie Toon for the Twitch follows, by the way. Thank you. Sleepy Piggy is drawing their OC. Proud of you. Best way to enjoy a stream while drawing yourself. Well, not drawing yourself, but drawing something, yeah. And then, okay, I feel like we're leaning a bit into overusing this same brush, so let's make it a bit smaller. Let's detail down here as well. I really want to make some Dungeon Meshi fan art. At the moment I'm thinking of getting like a Yakuza print done because I've been meaning to for so long. But next on my list is Dungeon Meshi because the character designs are so cool. They're so simple but like really effective, if you know what I mean. Do you guys watch Dungeon Meshi? Who's your favourite character? So I've got quite a bright green we're using now. Let's keep building up this dark base colour. Oh my gosh, hi Dango, you're working on a reel alongside. Keen to see it. Hopefully see you again at some conventions coming up next month. Next month, or is it this month? No, we're still in May. Okay, phew. Wawawa Stone asks, Seppin, when you do commissions, do you have the person pay before or after? I am so strongly opinionated on this. I'm thinking of making another video because I want to protect my smaller artists who are just starting out in commissions. Always make them pay up front. None of this half before, half after business. Because some people are like, oh, but it's so awkward to ask for money. It's so awkward. But if you think about it, when they commission you, when they ask to commission you, do you think somehow in their head they're thinking, oh, you know, I'm not going to pay this person. That's what a scammer thinks, right? But if someone commissions you and goes out of their way to talk to you and talk about the commission, there's an expectation that they're going to be paying you at some point. So why not have that right at the start? I understand, what I do understand is paying after you've seen the sketch. I think that's fair. Still a little bit of risk because if your sketches are quite complicated, then of course, you know, if they decide to ghost you, then you lose that work. But maybe if you're a bit less experienced with commissions and have done a few less, and like maybe to a point where you need to build up the trust with the customer, maybe you can accept payment after the sketch. But I'd say to everyone who's doing commissions, please ask for payment up front. Never, ever, 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 I stress this, say, oh, you can pay me after you receive the file. Because they have the file. What's the incentive to pay you? What is the incentive? I mean, most people will do it out of the goodness of their heart if that's what you've agreed on. But there's that evil, like, 2% of people who are looking to screw a small artist over for free art. And I don't want the next person to be one of you guys, alright? So always ask for payment up front or after the sketch, because they're commissioning you, they're gonna be paying you, they know that. That's the whole shtick of commissioning someone, so yeah. That's my little drop of knowledge. I'm thinking of making a video just to say that, because honestly, I see so many artists shy out of their minds. Like, you just need to step up and respect yourself, respect your art, because you're worth it. You're worth being paid up front. Just because you're less experienced, just because you know you don't have like a very large following or something, doesn't mean you have to disrespect yourself when it comes to taking commissions. And I mean that in the most loving way possible. Mwah. Love my Zeppazins. But just stay safe when you're doing commissions, because it's really disheartening to get scammed. It's personally never happened to me because I've always been so tough about these things. I'm like, no, pay me now. And they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, I know some shyer people sometimes have like a bit of a more stressful time navigating like payment and stuff, because I understand it is a bit awkward. It's like, oh, I'm drawing your character, this is so wholesome, where's my money? And that jump is a little bit like, ooh, a little bit awkward, but it's okay. Just gotta learn to not be so afraid of that and respect your art a bit more, I guess. Or respect your business a bit more as an artist. Anyways, that's my answer to that question. This little sprig of leaves has turned out quite blocky. I'm gonna like focus again. And there we go, I like that better. I really like what we had going on down here. think it was like the variation in the brush size. I remember this artist bringing out this brush a little bit as well. I don't know what for though. I'm not sure what for. Maybe to block in some shadows? What do we think? Let's try this sprig over here with after blocking in some shadows. Hello, Yo Encyclopedia, welcome. Nixie Toon, they getting freaky in the YouTube live. Okay, interesting. Does the font actually show up in the chat replay? That would be funny. Thank you for the follow, Keith Elviesman. Thank you for that. Very appreciated. Okay, so this side has a bit of brightness coming over as well. Cairo Silly, what was your big inspiration when it comes to making an OC? I think the main thing that I have behind making OCs, you have to think about the purpose. So is this OC just to draw, just for fun? Because then you're going to want to prioritize like a design that you can customize and make it silly. Like I have a few alien OCs, Wing and Bug, and they're literally just made to draw. Like there's no storyline to them, there's no backstory, and you can see that in their designs because their design doesn't suggest anything specific about who they are. So first you want to think of the purpose of your OC. And if it is for a story, then you have things to design it by. So it's like, where do they live? What's their job? What's their backstory like? You know. But then if they're just for decoration, just to draw, just think of like things that you like visually, I guess. I guess that's my inspiration. But my inspiration, like design-wise, I don't think I have one. I just sort of like do whatever. I remember, I'm not sure if this is like current, but I used to be really inspired by, I think their name was like Scarlet Draws, who made charm minis, and I really was inspired by that sort of design. But that was back in DeviantArt days when I was still making adopts, so I don't think that really applies at the moment. But still a big inspiration, of course, like influenced my art growth and stuff. But yeah. Whoa, super long question. I will answer. Zeppin, do you have any advice for, say, art exhaustion? Not art block, but having your art drain you. I've been having a hard time with commissions recently because I constantly feel anxious and tired when I do them. And it has seeped into not just commissions, but also drawing for myself. Do you or anyone else know how to get out of that? Or have you experienced something similar? I have experienced something similar just very recently, actually. I took quite a large batch of commissions that I probably shouldn't have taken, but I was like, I want money, so I did it. And it was 50 commissions, and I think I was going through what you were going through, that I had so many commissions to do, and I wanted to do them, but it was sort of stressful. And then to try and de-stress, I would do personal art, but all the time while drawing personal art, I'd be thinking about the fact that I wasn't doing my commissions and I wasn't being a good commissions doer. I think at least what helped me sleep at night through this was the fact that most customers, they're willing to wait. Like, I've waited months for a commission before, and I've been perfectly fine with it. Most people are happy to wait. If they're really not happy, then, you know, maybe they can try and organize like a rush or something. But 90% of people who commission you will be happy to wait. Because if you think about it, unless it's like a birthday gift or something, if you think about it, art, when you commission art, it doesn't like expire or something. Like, Of course, it's nice to get it sooner, but if you get it later, there's really no like crazy drawback to it. It's not like, you know, buying a couch and you're like, oh, I'm waiting for my couch to be handcrafted by the couch artisan, and then in the meantime, you're just sitting on the floor of your living room. No, because art, you can wait for art most of the time. Unless it's a birthday gift, unless they're someone who, you know, moves their characters around a lot and sort of needs to update their toy house here and then. But most people are happy to receive it whenever you're done. And then worst comes to worst, if you feel really ultra burnt out and just can't do it anymore, just refund the person, give them their money back and say, I'm sorry, I can't do your commission at the moment, I'm feeling really exhausted. Can I put you on like a wait list or something for when I next open them? And I think a big part of that as well is never ever spend the money you make from commissions until you have finished the commissions. Hold it in your PayPal or whatever you use. Don't spend it, because if you really need that escape route that you just aren't feeling the commission, just don't want to do it, you need to have the money to refund them. Like, that is the bottom line. You can't be like, oh, I'll get a refund to you later. Because that's where it starts to become sketchy. So yeah, that's my advice. But just try, I know it's hard, but try not to beat yourself up over it. Over the fact that you aren't a machine that can just pump out 10,000 bajillion artworks in 1 second. Because I know sometimes it feels like a real stress that you can't fulfill your promises in a second, but people will understand. People can wait. It's only when you get into like 6 months wait to a year, then it's like, am I being scammed? But anytime before that, I think you're safe. And even if you just inform the customer as well, hey, I'm a bit burnt out at the moment, this might take a little bit of extra time. What are they gonna do? Yell at you? Get mad at you because you're burnt out? Like, if they do that, damn, just give them their money back and like block them, bro. No normal commissioner will do that to you. So yeah. Be kind to yourself. You're not an art machine. You're human art being. Okay, what else is going on in the chat? Chat, are you kids now or squids now? Bro, I haven't played Splatoon since the last Splatfest. I need to get back on the grind. But you know what I can't believe? I can't believe that Splatoon is like sort of coming to an end. Makes me feel really sad. Like, no way, this can't be. Can't be ending yet. So we've done half of this tree sort of. No, I think this is a third of the tree. Let's keep going. What do we think, guys? I think, actually, no, I think this brush needs to be a bit smaller. Yeah, some of these brush strokes are like a little too... you're very obviously a brush stroke. Let's also add some middle tones in. Then over here to... Rizx Key, Zeppin1, would you ever do a stream where you play Splatoon with us? I have done this previously in Discord, but it's hard to link up the capture card to my stream. Sometimes it flashes green, which is why I don't really want to do it on a YouTube live or a Twitch stream, because for my photosensitive viewers out there, it's probably not the best idea. But sometimes on Discord it's okay, because I know that it's less formal. If my capture card starts freaking out, I can just like leave. Whereas I feel like on YouTube and Twitch I have to stream for a little bit longer. So join my Discord, I suppose. I'll try and be more active on there. No promises though, of course. Soz guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good Thank you, S box 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 box. That was a very lovely message for all of us. Good morning to everyone in the chat. Regardless of whether it be day or night, good morning. Wait, where's the link to my Discord server? It should be in the description on YouTube and Twitch. Like the description of the stream. But it is discord.gg/join Zepanation. By the way, can someone please boost the server like one time? We keep dancing on the edge of losing our level 3 perks, which is a bit scary to me. I just got a new notification this morning that was like, you're going to lose your level 3 perks in 2 days. And I was like, ooh, please don't do that to me. I need that link. I put that link in everything. So if someone has a spare boost, please consider helping the Zepazins. We're a small but viable community. Please, I beg. Because then otherwise new people can't really join. Because I just get too lazy to change the link and I just wait until like someone boosts it anyways. So yeah, please boost. Thank you. The internet begging goes crazy. Maybe we need more of like a yellowy green color. Maybe that's the issue. This is like way too bright. Yeah, I think so. These colors we've got going on over here are way too bright. Wait, that actually looks really cool. When I do this darker color over the light one. That looks really nice. Let's do another lighter color over it again. This time a less contrasty one. Actually, this needs to be a bit more saturated. Let's find a nice middle tone by selecting right on the edge. Oh no, that did nothing. Right on the edge. Nope. Let's zoom all the way in. Hello. Hello, tree. Oopsie, I forgot to record this one. Oh well, I'll just start when we do the next environment. Can someone please... Can we all please spam chat when I start the actual environment so I know to start recording? Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Jasmine, your new little streaming Zeppy is so cute and satisfying to watch as you talk. Hehe, I like it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Kata, yo, anyone knows anything about Himi Jelly Gouache? I just got it and I've never painted with gouache. Also, please, Zeppy, how long will you do these for? Would love to paint with you once I get my paints. I'm not sure how long I'll do this for, but I also have Himi Jelly Gouache. I really enjoy them. I don't have any tips, to be honest. Oh, except keep it in a Ziploc bag and don't let it dry out. Because if you keep it in a Ziploc bag, I've kept mine in a Ziploc bag for like 2 years and it still hasn't dried out, so we're chilling. But yeah, I feel like that's my number one tip. And then I remember I made some really nice paintings of like fruits and stuff with it. I never shared them, but how I did that, I'm not sure if this is a tip, but this is just my personal process with them, I guess. I would sketch out what I wanted to draw. Then I would sketch out like the individual colors of where I wanted it all to go. I'd mix the colors I wanted on the plate. And then I'd paint them all in individually, starting off with the base color, leaving gaps for any highlights, and then add the darker colors in over the top once it dried. But that's my personal Himi gouache process. I have been meaning to paint with mine as well for a while. Maybe someday I should do like a live drawing, like me. You can see my hands in real life. How scary. Zilly's practicing art over studying art. I swear there is color, light, shapes, anatomy, composition. There's just so much. I don't know where to start. Yeah, honestly, me neither. I feel like I don't I don't benefit from learning in that way. Like, I feel like I've been drawing for so long. I feel like there's different ways to teach someone who's been drawing for like their whole life and has learnt it intuitively, and also teaching someone who's completely new to it. You know what I mean? Because not out of like a, oh, well, I already know this, so I don't have to learn it. No, it's more like I feel like I think differently and I see art differently. So I need to like do practical applications if ever I want to practice something. Yeah. Hope you guys like my fancy voice, by the way. Oh my gosh! Hello, my one Japanese viewer. Hello. I just saw you enter the chat. Welcome. I remember you from yesterday. Lem Longue, just know everyone starts somewhere. Yes, of course. It doesn't mean you're better if you started earlier. It doesn't mean that at all. Just, I think, in the terms of studying, it just means that you learn a bit differently. Is there a brush? Yeah, it is. This tree is looking nice! I think what I might do is I actually might do this again with using this really bright colour and then going over again with the less bright colour. I'm going to try and get the form of this tree in a little bit with the direction of my brush strokes. I hope we are learning something. There are people in this chat that have been here since day one. There are people who are just discovering this stream for the first time, but regardless, you're all welcome. You're all welcome here. Thank you so much for watching. So at the moment we're doing a tree, and I feel like what I've learned is you have to start with the stick. You can't draw the tree without the stem in the middle. That is the bottom line. At least that's what I understand at the moment. This could all change tomorrow, honestly. I'm still learning. I know nothing, basically. But that's what I think. And why I'm doing a tree by itself just now is because I feel like I need to understand the individual subjects a bit better before I can put them all on a stage, in an environment. Because I've been drawing foliage, but do I really understand what a tree looks like? Do I understand the form of the tree? Do I understand how to draw a tree by itself? Not really. So, let's learn. Let's get smarter. Okay. I think this color is a bit too dark. Let's use... Oh wait, no, this one's okay. Actually, let's use this nice blue over here. Oh, that is not what I was after. This one. T-Man Live has been here since the days of Shardle and Noko incidents. Can't draw shit, but we're learning. Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Let's start learning to draw. Ooh, I'm scared to do like... Maybe I'll do some anatomy study streams. I feel like the only way I can study art is by streaming it, because then I like am forced to sit here for an hour or more working on something. Otherwise I just get so distracted. I'm like, oh, I want to draw fan art, blah, and I run away. Oh, we're missing our YouTube chat. Okay, let me quickly refresh. How many people do we have watching on each? We've got 78 on YouTube. Hello, 78 people on YouTube. And we have 29 on Twitch. I feel like we have 28 people who are constantly watching my Twitch streams. And we don't seem to break that. Everyone is always... Those 28 people are always showing up. Okay. Back to our tree. Oops, I lost my reference. There we go, bring it back. This is looking pretty good. I'm proud. Now let's go over this with our green colour. I think we're sort of at that stage now. And then let's try and make the form of the tree using this brush. Alright, I think I need a bit more something curving around here. Make this very small. I like the way I just did those leaves just there. Oh my gosh, people typing whole essays in chat. Nicole, I want to make my own persona to try and grow my account, but I feel like I'm not good enough to make something consistent that people will recognize. Proportions are my weakness and pretty much everything. I think not to try and discourage my smaller artists from growing, or any potentially less experienced artist watching along, but I think it's more important to improve your art in a safe, smaller space where you're less visible to like a general audience than it is to like blow up. Because I had 6 years where no one knew who I was, no one knew my name, and I got absolutely zero recognition for my art. I'd get like 3 favorites on DeviantArt every single time I posted, and it would be stuff that I worked on for hours, but I don't know, I didn't really mind, and I can't say that would be the same for everyone, but I think I'm grateful for that time I had because it allowed me to become a better artist in a space where I wasn't going to be widely critiqued or bashed. You know, because now blowing up with short form content, it's so much easier to just get huge overnight. But sometimes that's not the right thing that you want for smaller artists who are just growing. But I mean, some people really desperately want recognition for their art, and that's okay. But if you're concerned about your, like, just developing your skills, sometimes obscurity is comfortable. Sometimes it's better to be unknown because it means that the crowds of faceless mobs and people won't be there to like bully you and stuff and create that art law sort of business. So yeah. Because back then I was just drawing for me. I was just drawing whatever I wanted to do. Not trying to blow up, but just trying to improve in my own way. And I guess that set the foundation for what I've become now. Yeah, and you definitely don't want to become a public figure too young because it is a lot to handle. And it's best that you just grow up in a normal way. I definitely didn't become a public figure until I was like solidly 18. Not fully developed in the mind, but almost there. But oh my gosh, if I was this big when I was like 14, oh my god, it would have been awful. I would not know how to handle it. I mean, of course that's not the same for everyone. I'm not saying all 14-year-olds are incompetent like I was, but just, yeah. Sometimes e-fame is not the right thing to have when you're a child. Most of the time, e-fame is not the right thing to have when you're a child. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you think that you still need time to develop your art, take the time to develop your art instead of trying to blow up and get famous. It'll pay off in the long run. It's not like the day I stepped onto the internet, I got big and famous. I was on DeviantArt for, yeah, like 6 years, as I said. I think still to this day I only have like, over those years I accumulated 300 watches, which is like 300 followers. But I learnt so much. Okay. Bit of Zepp and lore there for you. What are we going on about in chat? Good, I'm seeing both YouTube and Twitch now. Oh my gosh, hello Off-Brand Sprite YouTube. Yes, we remember you. Ali Fleur, Zeppin, what mic do you use? I've been using my phone mic and the audio quality is so bad and I need mic recommendations. Funny you say that because all of my YouTube videos, all of my streams are all recorded using my phone microphone. All of them. I have it's not like a super new flagship, but it's like an older flagship phone. A Samsung one, Samsung S22 I think. And I just use the mic on that because, I mean, it does the job. People can hear me, so that's all I need. Let's add in the leaves up the top here. But yeah, I'd say one thing, especially for videos, if you want to use a mic, get a pop filter, aka a sock, and put it over where your microphone is, because sometimes you get these annoying like bursts of air hitting the microphone, and in more like sensitive like recording situations, they're really hard to edit out and they're going to cause you a lot of pain and suffering. So I'd say put a sock over your mic when you record. Yep. Off-Brand Sprite YouTube, someone says, please Zeppy do a face reveal, you have so much risk. What are you guys talking about? I've already done a face reveal. I face revealed multiple times. I don't want to hold it on a pedestal or anything because I don't want people to, you know, like idolize me somehow as like a faceless creature. I do have a face. I do, and I have revealed it. So if you want to go looking for it, you can find it. But, yeah. I think I've just seen other face reveal situations. I'm like, I really don't want that to be like, I don't want it to be overhyped. I mean, it's like, it's easy clout, but still, I don't think I'm comfortable with people like gassing me up that much. So I don't do it often. And I like having Zeppy as my brand. Just feels a lot more comfortable to me. Oh, thank you Meowsias for the follow. The tree is so pretty, thank you. We're working on it, it's happening. I think this part over here doesn't actually go out that far. It's lying to me. I'm gonna pull this in a little bit. And then we're going to do this top section. I've got a little gap here for some reason. Oh, now that's looking a little bit stand out. I think this connects to over here, actually. Yeah, that's why. Yep, okay. Going over all of this now with our lovely darker green colour. Because it's what really worked for over here. Let's try and mould the form a little bit. We're going to go a bit curved. Ooh, so nice. And then, there we go. Zillies, does anyone feel like they don't want to draw because their art is bad or not like how they want it to be? I had a year where I just hated drawing because everything I drew I just hated. I don't know why, and I don't know how I recovered from it. I feel like every artist goes through a bit of that, like, I feel like I've seen videos and stuff on it. It's like the roller coaster of how you feel about your art, where you'll learn something new and you'll have a breakthrough and you'll be like, oh my god, my art is the best, I can draw anything, anything is possible now, I'm so skilled, and then you'll be like, I don't know, just have a bit of a crisis, have a bit of falling out, and you'll be like, oh, I can't draw anything, my art sucks. I don't think there's anything you can do to stop it. Just make sure you remind yourself it's natural to feel that way, and there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. Because you go through it, but just always know that you're going to see the light again. Keep practicing despite. And if you really don't want to draw, just don't draw. Take a break. Take a break, and You'll miss it eventually. You'll want to come back if it's something that you like doing. Yeah, try and avoid burnout. Risky. I'm gonna make a Twitch account after this to make sure I don't miss any Zeppy streams. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it always when people from YouTube migrate over to Twitch. I'm a bit smaller on there. I only have... How many followers do I have on Twitch? I think I only have like 200 or something, which is like big, but also compared to my YouTube quite small. Thank you to the 34 people watching on there. Oh yeah, 268. So we're growing. This is amazing. Okay. Continuing on with this tree, I feel like it's a little bit lopsided. I feel like we need a bit more here, or we need to remove a little bit from this side. I think we remove a little bit from this side. Okay, nice. This part up here, it's very obvious. There's brush strokes. That's okay though. I think we've got some more highlight over here extending down into this bigger bit. And then we've also got some darkness over here on this side. We do extend this out a little bit more. This is quite a nice song. Any Mort Garson listeners in the chat? Abella Appleton, the art advice I'm getting from being here is extremely useful. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad. There are some quite wise people in the chat as well. Have a little listen to them when I can't answer. Get asked quite a few questions. And I don't know how I feel about this one. Maybe I make my brush a bit smaller. There is this yellow color over here that I don't think I've been using enough. This section, I think it needs to be a bit dark. This tree is coming along quite nicely. I think we need to get rid of this part of it. So I really like the look of the other side, the way I've had like the dark immediately interacting with, you know, the outside as like the sort of edge of the tree. So I'm gonna add that back in. I think it looks really good. And also this like blue color as well on the edge. Alright. I think I figure out this section a little bit more. Too many random colors, not enough form. This as well needs to be a bit more. So we're blocking in colors again. Back to the same old. And we'll probably go over it. This is a quite elegant tree. Melody Rain, what do you think you're going to draw next time, Zeppy? I think after this I'm going to be drawing like a garden path. So this is sort of like a warm-up to just drawing some trees, but I don't know, I pick a reference based on the mood of the day. I'm like, what do I want to draw? Do I want to draw a beach? Do I want to draw a forest? Do I want to draw something a little human-y? I'm not sure, and I just pick it on the day. So I couldn't tell you. I was thinking of opening up reference suggestions to the general public, but I feel like the general vibe on my Discord server is a bit too silly at the moment. Some people might submit some strange things. Hopefully if we get some more of the wise people to join from chat, then it might turn into more of like a zen art space again, the way I wanted it to be. Got a little bit funny when I started with the yokai watch streams, but I mean, of course I enjoy that too, the silliness. I mean, I am an artist, so I do want to bring it back to art a little bit. Leaping lay, maybe also add a light source if you can, like a yellow beam. The reference picture doesn't have any harsh light sources that are visible, so I'm just going to try and suggest the light source through the shading on the tree rather than having like a harsh beam. But thank you for the suggestion. It's just a bit tricky because I'm drawing off a reference. The wrong color. I like the way I've like incorporated the shape in. I do want to mix up the brush size a little though. Maybe be a bit less random with it as well. So, I kind of like using these long strokes instead of individually detailing every single tiny bit, because I feel like I struggle a little bit with making it actually a form instead of just like muddying it all around to like pretend like I know what's going on. So I think with these bigger shapes that's helping. Let's add just a few more little pieces on the edges. And I think we might be done with our tree. The hill it's on. The hill's probably in the shade though. Okay. That is our tree warm up. Let's add some of this yellow back in actually. But there it is. Quite nice, I think. Where shall we put this? Let's stow it away on the same canvas for now. Actually, no, let's not. And I'll show you the reference later. Bye bye, tree. I'll call it day 5 tree. Amazing. Okay. I'll make sure to save that reference to I have. This tree is so treeful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to draw recently, but sitting down and watching your streams has inspired me to start again and draw along. Thank you, Zep. Oh, thank you, Cephaloct. I'm glad that you feel a little bit inspired by this. It's my goal. Okay. Now I'm not sure if I'm feeling this reference now. I'm taking a look at it again. There's not very like strong light source. Oh, this one's kind of nice, a bit different, a bit more close up. You know what? Let's try this reference. So it's got a human-made structure in it as well, but I think it might still be a bit interesting. So let's get straight into it. Oh, record! Record, thank you so much! Thank you so much! You guys reminded me. Oh, you legends. Alright, recording. Thank you! Thank you, chat, for reminding me to record. Melody Rain, thank you for the suggestions. Woodland, college, or Mediterranean garden styles to start off easy, something for a small canvas like you do. Just the references based on the vibes. Thank you, chat, for saving the day. Someone asked what the song is. I will tell you. It is Fanfare for Naran Ratan. And it's by Naran Ratan, so. Oh, we have like 38 viewers on Twitch. This is big. How many do we have on YouTube? We have 66. I see some of you have migrated over. Thank you for that. Alright. So, what we have here, so around there is where it's a bit too big, but we have a mailbox. It's very close to this side like this. So I think this is one where I want to have a really strong sketch and not just random it. And then it's a silly little mailbox. Got a circle here. And then a little mail chute. Oh, bye, Yo Encyclopedia. See you later. KX. Zeppin, sometimes I feel like I draw all my drawings in just the same concept pose every drawing. I'm not super good at drawing backgrounds. What are some recommendations / poses I should draw? I think it's always fun to find some stock photos and draw them. I remember for a while in Art Fight, I would find stock photos and then draw people's OCs using them. That was like my strategy. Sometimes I remember this one artwork, I actually tried photo bashing a background and it turned out really nice. So you could always try that if you're not super confident with backgrounds but do want to practice, you know, things like lighting and stuff. So yeah. Maybe give some of those things a try. Got this mailbox. I might try and make this a quick one just so I can make it to my dorm's lunch on time. But if I don't, it's not a train smash or anything. I can just get lunch somewhere else. We've got this. To go straight down. It's kind of hard because my tablet is like lifted up a little bit, so it's a bit tough to like get those really straight lines going. It's alright, we'll figure it out though. Alright, and then what we've got a big hydrangea bush. So let's just sort of generally mark out where that is going to be, and I think I might take reference from the texture, but I just think for the purpose of trying to not just fudge everything, I might do it from my imagination, because I think I have an easier time imagining where everything is going to be rather than assuming where it's going to be. This is actually quite a tricky one. I might try and simplify all the shapes. So I've got two main forms here. We've got hydrangea flower. Let's just add a bunch of those in. They're actually not quite that big. Try and get the scale right, at least if we're imagining stuff. How are you all going in chat? Lemlong Gay, Zeppin1, have you ever had an art class? Do you mean gone to an art class or do you mean teach an art class? Camiro Nez, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I very much appreciate it. So we have quite a few hydrangeas up the top. But then we have a bunch down here. Gone to an art class, but now I'm curious, so both. So I used to teach a kids art class at my local library. I just taught them really like simple, silly, like how to draw a dog, how to draw a bicycle, like things like that. I haven't ever attended formal art classes. I think I did when I was like really ultra young. I remember they gave us an assignment to draw a dolphin, and I was really sad because I'm pretty sure they didn't like my dolphin. I was really upset. But I'm mostly self-taught. I was considering going to university for art, but I think I like drawing on my own. I'm not super receptive to like that fancy fine art sort of tutorage. I mean, a lot of people are, but I just think for me it's not really my thing, so I was like, I'm not gonna go. But yeah, I did used to teach an art class as well. But it was a very easy art class, not anything crazy. Step in 1, you should draw crystals. Sometime you would be good at it. Oh, sorry, I read that really janky. You should draw crystals sometime, you would be good at it. I actually drew crystals in my recent Sonic and Shadow fan art that I will be posting quite soon. I was thinking of posting it early to my Discord server, so if you haven't joined yet, there should be a link in my YouTube description of this stream, and also on Twitch description of this stream as well. So what have we got? So the hydrangea sort of looks like this. Got the leaves like that. Okay. This maybe actually is quite a tough one that I chose. Maybe I will not be making it to lunch on time. Sorry, I'm locking in for these leaves. I love plants so much, but I kind of suck at drawing them. Trees I can manage because you can simplify all the shapes, but individual leaves are so tricky. Zillies, trust me, art school is so bad. If you survive it, then you won't want to do art at all after graduating. It's just so draining and stressful. I lost like 20 years off my lifespan prepping to do art school just to realize that I don't want to do it. I feel like that's a similar experience that I had. Hello, GG Bits. But, yeah, I didn't want to lose my passion for art. And my passion is in, like, creating what I want to create. So I was like, I don't want to give that up. Rah! I'm not going to go to art school. Now I study, like, languages and stuff. Which is also fun, but I'm also very shy at languages. Not helpful. May I ask the chat for advice? Do you have any strategies on how to get less nervous when talking in a language that you're learning? Especially trying to talk to native speakers. I freeze up every single time I'm called on in class. I freak out. I'm learning Mandarin, by the way. And whenever I get called on, even though I know that everyone else is my skill level and they're not going to judge me, I get really scared. I go into like fight or flight mode. That's how scared I get. And I just can't do it. I can't say anything. I can't use any of the skills I've learned, and often I'll know what I want to say, but I won't be able to say it. I'll be too scared. Dreamer, when did you start learning Mandarin? I started learning Mandarin 3 years ago when I was in high school. Yeah. Maybe try to say it in their accent. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I think the issue isn't really with my pronunciation. It's like with just the act of doing it. Just like it's the fear of that. Oh, I think I've messed up a little bit on where this is all supposed to go. I think this section is supposed to be a little bit higher on there. Let's move that up. And then there's a shadow. So the light source is coming from this direction. It's not actually hitting all of our hydrangeas either. I think this needs to go a bit further down. Sort of a shadow here. So it looks a little bit smaller than it is. I think this hydrangea down here is a bit too big. I want to make sure I get the sketch right so the rest of it is turning out good. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Let's start blocking in the darkest colors here. I think that's what we'll begin with. So, let's go super dark this time. We went a little bit too light last time with all of our colors, so this time we're going to go straight in with the darkest color we've got. Just mark all our background down. So this isn't part of the artwork. We're going to be done with it quite soon. Quite a dark spot here. And then there's some curtains in the background. We've got like a very... This doesn't need to stand out that much, so all these colours can pretty much be the same. Ish. It's got some checker patterns on those curtains, but I definitely could not be bothered to add those in. Let's make this brush smaller. Do we have any more questions for me? Let me read the chat. Honestly, as someone who improves a lot with body doubling and one-on-one hand-to-hand learning, I recommend just doing art classes instead of full-blown schooling. Oh, this is a response to someone's question about art school. I think I've said my piece on that, so I'll keep taking a look. Oh, bye Dremmer651. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, we have some new followers. So one of them is Dremmer, one of them is DD Divine. Thank you, Miss Ghost and Punk Kinney. Thank you so much for tuning into the Twitch stream. We're working on this artwork today. Trying to improve my environment drawing skills. I will have to make the switch over to Clip Studio soon. Everyone does realize. Because there's only so much I can achieve on MS Paint. I mean, it's so iconic to do it all on MS Paint. Maybe I should continue, but I really want to do more urban environments, and I'll have to use like perspective tools and stuff. Or I could just try my best on here. Who knows? So I've got this red colour for this mailbox. Just blocking it in where I can. It's not going to be super perfect first off, but that's alright, at least it's something. You just want this to be sort of a bit present. A bit present in the artwork before we begin the hydrangea bushes. Does anyone think that they can find the reference that I'm using? Actually, no, you definitely can. If you have my Pinterest, you can just... Never mind. I was going to do a silly challenge, but then I was like, you guys will definitely outsmart me on this. If anyone does find the reference, post it in the Discord server under Media Yap. Let's get a more saturated red color in here. And there we go. Some people are saying they're switching between Twitch and YouTube. Oh, we have some new followers from YouTube, and also someone new, Kitten Band-Aids, Off-Brand Sprite YouTube, and Rizik Skier. Thank you so much for giving me a follow. I really appreciate it. Hello, Doodle Pup. Wait, Zeppin1, are you making these environments so you can know how to make your universes look better in WoTo? I suppose that is one reason. I also just want to like become a better artist in general, I guess. That's another reason why I'm doing it too. But yeah, I guess that is a motivation. It would be nice to make my worlds make a little bit more sense. I did do some nice environments for them though, I must admit. My one tip if you ever want to draw buildings, reference Sketchfab models. Reference Sketchfab models because you can turn them around and try and match them to the perspective that you're using rather than trying to merge the perspective with whatever you have. Like, especially if you're photo bashing. So if you draw a big field and you want to put a building overlooking it and you already have the field, go onto Sketchfab, find a model, move around a little bit until you find the angle which you're looking at your field from, and then you can reference that model to draw your building. Yeah. Tip of the day. We have a lot of tips of the day today. Today's the day of tips. Okay. Back onto this. This is our mailbox coming along. Here. Okay, I think we have another little ridge. Straighten this one out a bit. And then okay, this is turning out pretty cool. I mean, we're obviously in very early days at the moment, but I think we're making good progress along. I'm happy with how this mailbox is getting blocked out. I do want to work on the details a bit more though. I just don't know how to start on details. I'm having a tricky time. Hopefully we'll figure it out. Let's all learn along. I hope we are drawing along to this stream. That's the way it's best enjoyed. But if you're just watching, I appreciate you too. And thank you to all my chatters. Speaking of chatters, let's take a look at what's going on in there. Okay, Twitch is brain rot and YouTube's serious. It's kind of hard to keep up with both these conversations. Oh, we have some new followers on Twitch. Hello, I'm Peachy, by the way. I feel like... Do I know you from somewhere? Do I know you? And Gaku Poid 00. Sorry if I don't. Sorry if I'm just like weirding you out, but I have a friend who has a similar sort of moniker online. I mean, a lot of people have Peachy usernames, so I'm not sure. No, lol, I don't know you. Okay, that's all good. I did that the other day to someone in Roblox and it was so horrible. I was like, oh my gosh, my mutual. And I was like, I was playing Roblox with my siblings and we were like, guys, this is between YouTube chat Twitch chat and Zeppy right now, alright? I was low-key picking fights with randoms on Roblox. Don't tell anyone. And then I thought a mutual joined me and I was like, oh crap. So like, I private messaged them. I was like, sorry, I'm just playing Roblox with my sisters, being silly. This isn't the real me, I swear it's not. And they were like, okay. And I was like, oh my god, that is not them. They had a really similar username though. I'm not completely stupid. Quite embarrassing. Quite embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. Don't dom on me. Please don't dom on me. Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh the chat for a second. Actually, no. We are getting YouTube people speaking. Hello, S'mores. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I felt so dumb. I felt so stupid. I was like, oh, I just like borderline harassed this poor person because I thought it was my mutual. They were just going about minding their own day. I was like, sorry man, I'm not usually like this, but I did not want to hear any of it. I didn't even know me. Oh. That just, yeah. Average struggles of Zepp1. Anyone else like to fight people on Roblox in their free time? There's this one game that's really good for it called Up for Debate. Just saying. Just putting that out there. Man, this is so evil. Okay. I don't know why there's this big white spot left on my mailbox, but let's get rid of that. And there we go. I'm really liking this like side lighting I'm getting from over here. Looks really good. Okay. Mailbox sort of blocked in. There's still probably more work to do on it. However, we do have something now to refer to, which is excellent. Okay. Now to start on the hydrangeas. Actually, I do want to add a bit of texture to this mailbox first. Let's zoom in. Get some of these in-between colours. And let's find our crayon brush. This might be nice. Super detailed with this. Sure, we're really figuring everything out here. Add a bit of line art back on, perhaps. Perchance. As the chat might say 2 days ago. I'm not seeing as much perchance here today. I'm not sure whether to rejoice or be sad. I think there's a really dark spot here as well. So let's grab this. Let's give a bit of an outline. So yeah, one thing I did really want to improve was my details, so that's what we're trying to do at the moment, because I feel like right now you can really tell the brush that I used by all the strokes I put down, and it just sort of takes away from the whole experience of the artwork. Like looking at it. Yeah. So trying to improve details here. Let's add a bit of highlights on this. I've been so bedridden these past few days, not wanting to go outside, not being able to do much at all. Just been a bit of a homebody. I think I'm a bit overwhelmed. Down here. What do we think of these details? Actually, that looks pretty good. I think so, at least. Oh my god, sup, alien. Wow, there's so many people talking in Twitch. Thank you for the new follows, June, Ollie, King Potato, and Stinky Snoobert. Thank you so much. Doodle Pup Zeppin, what's your favourite Roblox game? By far, it has got to be Speedrun 4. I love that game so much. I've been playing it since ever. It's just awesome. It's so much fun. De-stresses me, funnily enough. Some people think it's quite ragey. It's ragey once you get to the last levels, but once you're at the start, it's like, it's just really fun. You glide around. I love Speedrun. Maybe that's a bit old head of me, but I'll stand by it forever. I think it just got a new update as well. I have to go back and play it. I haven't been playing heaps of Roblox lately, but I used to be crazy for it as a kid. For sure. Alright. This is a very dark shadow under here. Oops, sorry guys, you can't see. You can't see what I'm doing. Alright, moving it over to this side. And now we've got... was hidden behind Zeppy's big fat head for so long. So I think this shadow actually extends out a bit more. Because you can sort of see where... Hold on, I need my other brush. Let's use this one. You can see where like this sort of starts jutting out. And let's add these highlights in a bit more. Using this brush. It's like this square, semi-transparent marker brush, I think I'm using. Oh my gosh, MS Paint is so much fun. This program is just so lightweight. Just makes you focus on the process. It feels more like drawing with like painting with like real paints and stuff. Just because you have less options. A bit more constrained to your tools. Just, I feel like the whole stick of traditional art. At least as a digital artist looking in. And what have we got going on over here? I think we're going to use this colour. Oh wow, this is actually looking yum! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Delicious looking mailbox. So I've got a bit of that colour down there. I think that's like the shadow from this. Possibly, I think this should have a bit of highlight on it just there. What do we think so far? I would actually take a bite out of this mailbox. It looks so juicy. Thank you, Wow Wow Stone, for the Twitch follow. Didn't you follow me before on Twitch? This feels a bit strange. Are there more Wow Wows? Is everyone moving over to Bazinga on Twitch? Is that what's happening? Let's take a look at how many Twitch viewers we have. We've got 43! That's heaps. I've never had 43 before. That's kind of crazy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. How many do we have left on YouTube? Oh, we have more on YouTube. 71. Dang, okay. Thank you, everyone. Back to this mailbox. Back to it. Oh, where's my reference? There it is. Can't go anywhere without my trusty reference. I think as well we thin out this bounce lighting. It's actually in reality just on that side, like this. Awesome! This is looking so good. I'm gonna try and finish Dungeon Meshi today and finish my Kiryu X Majima fan art today, so I can start drawing Dungeon Meshi tomorrow. I'm on that art grind right now. I've realized that convention season is like just around the corner. I'm like, oh shit, I actually need to start drawing new things, and that's what I am doing. I need to post my convention schedule. For any Australians watching, I will be going to Canberra, Sydney and Brisbane in this coming month, tabling with some of my art goods. So look forward to that. Everyone else, sorry, you suck. Be Australian, be better. I was thinking, for anyone in the US, of coming to the US next year though. So I guess look forward to that a bit. Possibly, nothing confirmed yet. Definitely nothing confirmed. But I have a few friends in the US who'd be willing to help me out, so I could probably go because of them. Yippee! KX Zeppin 1, I know this is a random question, but do you know the cutoff age for Gen Alpha is? I've heard, which is a bit scary, that Generation Beta is spawning in next year. The next bunch, which is kind of crazy. I mean, we won't really see the effects, like, they're not going to come into consciousness for like another 10 years, but it's kind of crazy to think that they're on their way. Hold on, my throat got really sore all of a sudden. I'm going to take a quick drink. Everyone always asks, when I tell them that, Generation Beta is spawning in next year, they're like, where's Generation Sigma? Like clockwork. Simple creatures. I have gotten that response so many times, it's actually crazy. It's really funny though. I laugh every time. Where's Generation Sigma? Bro, we are Generation Sigma. Gen Z for the win. Sorry to all my Generation Alpha people watching along, I hope you're not here. Should be in the crib, drinking milk and crying. What's the oldest age for Gen Alpha? I'm not sure. Also, I saw someone say that if I go to America, it'll be the Zeppin 1 Yokai Watch 3 arc. That is crazy. I still need to play Yokai Watch 3. I need to play Yokai Watch in general. I haven't been feeling the solo gaming streams at the moment. I like the group ones with my friend, but by myself, I'm like, it's kind of lonely in here. I don't want to play games by myself. So, no Yokai Watch for now, but hopefully we'll get back into it in the future. For anyone who likes Yokai Watch streams and my Yokai Watch content. Shadow on this side. Letterbox is looking very rendered and fleshed out and fleshy. Love it. Delicious meat colored. I need to stop. Okay, I'm stopping. Pause. Hello Adka, welcome to the stream. Also, thank you for thank you, I don't know how to say your name. Kiss Ho 30. Can I just say it like that? I will not be at Smash Convention in July. Epic Spinny, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be overseas in July. I'm gonna be in China, doing a language exchange. I'm gonna forget all the English I know. You guys are gonna come back to this stream. It's gonna be August, and I'm gonna be like, 我很喜欢吃苹果. What would my wait? Is there like, you know how there's like Elon Musk and Elon Ma? Like that's his Chinese version name. What would Zeppin 1 be? Is there like, I don't think there's much P noises. Wait, is there? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out in July when I'm in China. Thank you XXX underscore Kyle underscore XXX for the follow. Lemlongay Oh wow, that's so cool, Zeppin1. How do you get into an exchange like that? I'm interested in doing that, but I don't know how old or young you have to be. So I'm doing it through my uni course because I'm doing language studies in Mandarin, of course, and they just do like a summer exchange program while the semester's out. And I don't know, it's like through my school. It depends a lot on your individual situation, so I don't think I'm qualified to give out any advice. Try and ask any like academic advisors that you know though if you could do an exchange, and I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. First Bachance, now Bazinga. Hello Aquanoodle. Hello Mima. Mima is saying hi to the Twitch chat. Everyone say hi to Mima. There is actually a sign on this little thing here, but I don't want to add it in just yet. I'm a little shy. Let's add in some of our harsher highlights just here. Hello Zorpal the alien. I like your username. This is looking super cool. I'm putting like 100% of the effort into this mailbox. What is going on? Let's actually get our crayon brush in here. Make it look a little bit like blended in down in this part. What do we think of that? Oh, I think it's quite nice. Okay. Me answering my own questions, I'm slowly going insane. Let's put that in. I think I'm gonna have a yummy mee goreng for lunch. Delicious packet noodle uni student special. Okay. I think I might move on from this mailbox, otherwise I might be trapped there forever. I kind of want to use this brush a little bit more. Let's do a practice hydrangea over here. I chose the most complicated reference. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, why did I do this to myself? But oh well, we're here now. So how about to draw a hydrangea? Let's do some practice. Shape of a hydrangea. Like this. Whoa! So much YouTube chat just loaded in all at once. I think I need to do a quick refresh. Something is going crazy. Oh my gosh. That's a mailbox this, that's a mailbox that. When are we getting... When are the female boxes gonna get some representation? Shut the hell up, bro. Since when have you cared about females? Sorry. Just having crazy beef with my friend who just joined. I think I might quickly refresh the chat. It's being very strange right now. My hungry ass could never be a mailman like this. I'm glad you guys are enjoying my mailbox. There actually needs to be a tiny little highlight down here. Oh, I love drawing man-made structures. Take me back to this. I love plants, but oh my god, they're such a pain to draw. You just never know which direction they're fucking going in. Urgh. Okay. Locking in. How about we do all the gaps in between? Let's do that first. And we can always build it up. Just around the sketch that we made. Mapping out where nothing is, or at least where the darkness is. I think that was supposed to be hydrangea down there. And that is supposed to be a leaf. Oops, that's a leaf in there. My bad. Oh, tricky. Can always have leaves like extending out of this dark space as well. I think most of this is just mapping out where the hydrangeas are. sort of like the most important part of this foliagey part. Oh, back to foliage purgatory we go. Oh no, that sucks to hear that no one showed up to their shift. I hope that no bags of grout explode on you today. Mima! Mima, chill! What? The mailbox is so nice, but I genuinely thought it was a fire hydrant. Understandable, it does have that same colour. That same lovely bright red hue. The Bazinga box. Oh my gosh. I'm a YouTubian after this stream. I think I'm going to use Twitch for notifications and YouTube for watching. Is it because of the... Is the brain rot in YouTube or is the brain rot in Twitch? I need to know. To which side has it infected? Because why are we saying Bazinga so much? Both? Both sides? Oh my gosh. No one is safe. How far into the stream are we? We're 2 hours in. Yes, this is usually the time where it starts to devolve into brain rot. Glad to see we're on schedule, everyone. Oh my gosh, this mailbox looks just like so over-rendered and the rest is just like... white and black blobs. That's all you get. This is so sad. I need to make something happen. I'm gonna make this all work together. Alright. Down here we've got some darkness too. And then... there we go. Some more in here. We are making progress. Zevaziv's up. I feel like I'm genuinely starting to like get a lot better though. With drawing environments. Like these streams have actually helped me improve. Hopefully I stay accountable and keep this up. Oh my gosh. I just look up at chat and it's complete brain rot. Thank you, Untimely Ghosts, for the Twitch follow. The one perchance left in this sea of Bazinga. Yes, it seems the Bazingians have taken over the brain rot throne this stream. You know, I'm using copyrighted music, but I still haven't gotten a Twitch strike yet, which is a bit odd. But I don't really know how they work. Maybe I have to like play copyrighted content like a video or something and then it's bad. Maybe they don't mind the music. Or maybe I'll get a strike, who knows. I don't really know how Twitch works, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so we've got a bunch of our darkness mapped out. I think there's still more to do, to be honest. Like up here. What is going on there? And there's only a few hydrangeas through here where you can actually see them. Mostly in the darkness of the mailbox. Which does make sense. Let's color this into... Okay, if I keep going with this dark color, I'm gonna end up with no hydrangeas, nothing. So let's move on. How about we start the leaves first and then add in the hydrangeas after, because the leaves are under the hydrangeas. Tosoke just said, I've just realized you were drawing on MS Paint. That's actually very nice for a kind of poor drawing app or whatever you call it. But wowza, that's impressive. Thank you so much. Thank you. It actually is quite a competent program. Just for its like simplicity and such. Only have a few brushes. It makes you focus a bit more on your techniques rather than, you know, all these fancy brushes and stuff that can help you. Not that using fancy brushes makes you a bad artist, but Sometimes if you want to learn the fundamentals, it's better to have a bit less to work with. So yeah, I think Twitch won't strike you because you aren't a partner yet. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Bazinga! Perchance and Bazinga combined? Oh, also thank you for the new Twitch follows. We've got Honestly Avery, Shaggy the Wise. Do I know you? I know we've done this before and I didn't know the person, but do I know you? Shaggy the Wise and Whalebones and Token on YouTube. Thank you so much for the new follows. We're a smaller Twitch community, but Twitch community nonetheless. Something is happening here. Okay, let's start on our leaves. Is this the best brush to use? I feel like maybe for the darkness it was good, but let's change to this one actually. This one. Actually, let's zoom in and go super detail mode. All the way in. Like this. And what colors will we use for the leaves? So up top we're going to use a lighter. And then we've got this one's tricky. I think it's a bit more yellow. Oh, leaves are so tough for me. I'm so bad at them. Look at this. Oh. Suddenly just clicked on something wrong. Ugh! They look so festy. Oh no. Done all this work and for what? I still suck at drawing leaves. So maybe make this brush way smaller. So what have we got? Maybe add a few ridges in and then add some tiny little highlights possibly. No, that makes absolutely no sense. I feel like these leaves are a little too big actually in terms of the hydrangea, because if you look at it, I don't think the hydrangea leaves are supposed to be that large. They're only supposed to be about this big. Alright, let's change this to like a single coloured leaf. Let's just do single coloured leaves for now. I feel like they're a lot simpler, and let's use our imagination a bit. Let's use our imagination for some leaves instead of referring so closely to the reference. And maybe we could add some highlights here. Am I kind of liking this texture? What does it look like zoomed out? Okay, it looks kind of bad. Leaves are still too big. Get smaller. Okay, that's more like it. I think before they were just too big, it didn't look very realistic. Oh, there's something in my pocket. It's my Opal card. Ooh. So okay, Zeppin1, do Inklings prefer calamari or squid ink pasta for dinner, or is that considered cannibalism? I feel like that's a bit cannibalistic. I don't imagine they'd feel comfortable preparing food from their own ink. It's a bit strange, don't you think? And or their own flesh. I don't think they eat either of those things, to be honest. Why is that colour just not dark at all? Maybe this blue instead. I'm liking these smaller leaves. I think they're making a lot more sense. Let's just keep going with these diamond shapes to make our smaller leaves. And then remember where the stem is. Here it is. That's one thing I've definitely learnt. Always remember the stem when you're drawing plants. The leaves got to come from somewhere. Oh, I feel like that actually looks kind of cool. I think it's a little bit too cool toned though. And the colors of the leaves kind of don't make sense, especially this one just here. Let's get rid of that. So if we're thinking the light's hitting from this direction, you'd have more leaves shaded over on this side and a few more visible over here. So this one would likely be in the shadow. This one will partially be in the shadow too. Wait a second. I'm using my brain. I'm after using like 1% of my brain. No, honestly, this is 100% of my brain. Everything is going into drawing this right now. Let's try our other brush. Make it very small. Okay, let's continue some more of these leaves. I think we have some more down here. These are all leaves that extend all the way to the ground. So I've got this diamond shape going. Actually, let's go back to our square brush then if we're making sharp edges. And then so these ones are all going to be in the light because they're directly facing the light source. Well, at least they're going to be brighter than some other leaves. And I think the stem for this one is going to be here. Let's actually colour in this bit down here because I know this is all going to be leaves in the end. This too. Let's just start filling all these in. Okay. Put another stem right here. Oops, that's a bit of thick stem. Smaller stem. Boom. Right. So instead now I'm going to try and add a base colour and then think about where the light is hitting on these leaves and then I'm going to shade them in accordingly rather than just making it up. And they're going to be small leaves. Get smaller. I'm making them too big again. I just want to cover more space with less work. I think that's why I keep making the leaves super big. How about we zoom in a little bit more to try and combat that? I gotta stop hiding the artwork under the chat. I keep doing that. And then this side, I think the leaves are gonna come from the stems this way. And I don't know why there's a big white blob there. I think that's supposed to be hydrangea. Let's get rid of that for now. Let's just focus on our leaves. Add another stem here. And this stem is probably there. It still has a few more leaves. Sharpen these out. So we're making the blobby shape and then I'm making them smaller by using the brush and the darker colour. Oh my gosh, I might know how to draw leaves! June Ollie 69. Honestly, I'm happy you talked about not liking the colour Zeppelin one because trying to use... Wait. Oh, not using the colour wheel because I'm trying to use digital art myself. Is that what you're talking about? I think so. Yes, my colour wheel video was very controversial, but I'm gonna keep it up because I think got some good advice on there. Because you assume that because all professional artists use this one tool that you have to use it as well, but I feel like for some people the colour slider could be more intuitive, so you should give it a go. And for me, it was very much more intuitive. I remember on that video, for ages I was thinking, you know, there's like a formula to the way I choose colors. It's something like I could probably turn this into an equation if I wanted to, because it's like clockwork. I just know what colors to choose for shadows, what colors to use for light. And there's like a method to how I do it. And someone actually made a equation using hex codes and everything and put it in the comment section and was like, I made this equation for how you select colors. Do you mind if I used it? And I was like, of course you can use it. Like, that is so amazing that someone quantified how I chose my colors. Thank you, Trin Pixel, PXL, for the follow. Whale Bones, I watched your color wheel video and then I started using the color slider instead. Thank you for giving it a go and hearing me out. And I mean, if you don't like it, there's nothing wrong with that. You can always just switch back to it. And I did take a very harsh tone in the video, which was supposed to be comedic. It was not very much interpreted that way because I had a bit of a unpopular opinion, so people thought I was like genuinely having a go. Oopsie, my bad. I definitely won't use that combination again of hot take and lots of hyperbole. But I'm glad that some people at least did try it out, even though they like weren't completely sold on it. At least they tried, you know? And then there's a bunch of people that did find it was a lot more helpful, and I'm glad that they gave it a go too. I think it's just good to like try new things and mix up your art process, because I think the argument of a lot of people who were very against that video, not against the color slider, but against me stating my opinion on the color wheel and talking about the color slider as an alternative, they had a perspective that only what professional artists in the industry say is valid. And if you don't have all this experience, then what you say it can't be applied. Which doesn't make sense, because if something helped me when I was a beginner, then why should I not share that? Even though I'm not a seasoned industry professional, why should I not share it with other people who it might be able to help? But yeah, everyone's brains work a bit differently, as Lionel Crossley says, and sometimes the color slider just isn't for you, but sometimes the color wheel isn't for you either. So yeah. Glad I could be challenging the status quo a little bit in that video. I really like how these leaves are turning out. I can definitely see my style peeking through, but I think it's welcome. Because it's not just mindless blobs of colour everywhere. Like, these do look like leaves with a form to them, which I appreciate. Okay. And let's put this leaf in the light because it's like sort of poking out a bit more. I think they have the form of leaves, but they definitely don't have the texture of leaves, which is maybe something I have to look at improving on in the future. Like, you can tell by their shape that they're leaves, but they just don't look like them. Okay, this song is so pretty though. I know, right? I love this playlist. Shout out to Glib Glob Glib Glob playlist for getting me through the toughest of artworks. I think it's this highlight that's sort of messing me up, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's better. I like this side a little. Maybe this top one needs to look a little bit more like a leaf. And this side. I remember liking this song for ages, and then I saw like this really cool animator did an animation to it, and when I watched it I was like ascending. So amazing. I can't remember their name though, sorry guys. Leaves are kind of dark. Yes, well some of them are in the shadows, so that's why a few of them are a bit darker. And I sort of don't want to make them too dark because, I mean too bright and saturated, because I guess the mailbox is the focal point of this photo that I'm referencing. Got a leaf down here as well. I think this one's stemming out from this stem just here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so sick of the word stem. And then I think that's gonna get cropped out anyways. Maybe I won't focus too much on this part. And then we've got this dark leaf. Ratata Rats, do you have a playlist on Spotify that you listen to? Yes, I do. It's called Glib Glob Glib Glob. Junpei is tired. Hey, I just got my 2D animation certificate and 2D character design course. Your art is going to be smegsy. Thank you and congratulations. Must have taken some crazy perseverance to get that. Should be very proud of yourself. I love looking back at the old 2016 ones. No, because the other day I found my really, really old, who's the playlist by? It's by someone who has my real name. It's just called Glib Glob Glib Glob, and it has an alien picture on it. Maybe I should make like an alternate Spotify account so I don't have to like low-key dox myself every single time I share this playlist. But I found my old Google account, and I found like all my search history and stuff, and all of my watch history as well for like with the animation memes, and there's so many classics on there that I forgot about. And so many cool animations too. Oh, it was like such a blast. I went back and watched them all. I'm not sure how I feel about that leaf. I do want one sort of poking out towards the camera though, or towards the viewpoint. You know what, I will leave it there. And then Glib Glob Glib Glob on Spotify. I just found your Spotify account, Zeppin1. Yes, my profile picture is me pulling the Riz face in 2021, and I will never change it. Even though I'm kind of doing an accidental face reveal, I don't care. I love that profile picture so much, and I will stand by it. I'm loyal to my profile picture. Pixel, also, do you have bots for your Twitch? If not, you should add one, like Stream Elements bot or any other bot that can do commands. If people want the playlist, you can do exclamation playlist if people want it. Oh, that's actually kind of a smart idea. Pixel, also, how long have you been streaming on Twitch? Last time I checked, you weren't on here. No, I used to just stream on YouTube because I was like, oh, I got YouTube subscribers so they can just watch it. But I only started like not even a whole week ago. I think like 5 days ago I started streaming on here. So yeah, relatively fresh to the game. But definitely enjoying it so far. It's a very like polygon leaves in the corner here. I do like them a lot though. I like how our leaves are turning out. And add a bit of variation to here, maybe some highlights. Junpei is tired. Thank you. I want to thank you personally for helping me stay motivated. Has been a rough 5 months, lol. Oh, you're welcome. I hope that my streams can motivate more people and that you can draw along. That anyone can draw along. I think it's quite nice to watch artists stream while you draw. It's one of my small joys in life. Like, I'll be like, oh, I really don't want to draw at the moment. And then I'll see someone go live. I'm like, ooh, okay. Suddenly, my mind has changed. Suddenly, I want to draw. Just hear them yap about anything. I kind of want a Q&A bot in Twitch as well, because I used to do Q&As through YouTube, but now that I'm doing, like, both platforms, I'm like, oh, I kind of want it to be fair for, like, everyone. Zeppin1, can you play Resonance again, please? By Home? Okay, I'll... I've queued it up. T-Man Live, also, I don't know if I said this before, but by the time you hit affiliate, I heavily recommend having a handful of moderators. Yes, that's why I've got my, I have my mod applications open for the server, so I might ask some of them to maybe be moderators. I just do have mod bots. I'm like starting to organize mod bots at the moment though, but I still have like 1 more day until I hit affiliate, I think, because I still need to like stream on 7 different days or something like that. Then I'll be able to have channel points. I'm so excited. I have to change my setup though a little bit so I can have channel alerts. Hold on, my lips are like so chapped right now. Give me 1 sec. Mouse figure, your character is literally you. Now everyone's looking at my face. I feel all shy. Rattata Rats, what is your reason for your fascination with aliens? I think I mentioned this on the Pony Sona video, but my family used to be like doomsday preppers, so we always used to like think about aliens and stuff and extraterrestrial life and like space and whatnot. I guess I've always had a fascination with it regardless, but I think that definitely spurred it on. I'd say that, and I don't know, I'm a very firm believer that there's got to be something else out there. Zorpal the alien, because they're so coolio. I feel like you might be a little bit biased on this subject. Honestly, so am I. I'm half alien. If you guys didn't know. Melody Rain, what are you going to eat for lunch? I'm going to eat a mee goreng for lunch. I missed the dorm lunchtime because I was busy here streaming, so I'm going to have some yummy mee goreng. I might even have 2 packets. I might even go back for a second one. Who knows? I'm just big and greedy like that. I'm probably going to draw some more. I'm trying to smash some prints out before the convention season starts because I was not motivated before to try and make more prints. But now I'm like, ooh, June is right there. Really crept up on me. So I'm like, ooh, gotta draw as many things as I possibly can. Let's use this dark color again, actually. And then... Planescape OMG Gamers, I finally just finished my Meet the Artist thing that I've been working on for a week. Oh my gosh, congratulations. I remember hearing about that on a lot of the streams, so good for you. I'll be keen to see it. Will you be posting on Instagram at all? I hope so. I'll go take a look at your account later today and see if I can find it. Thank you for the subscribe sour candy. I'm not sure if they're in this stream. They might have just subscribed from one of my videos, but thank you regardless. I send my appreciation. Another leaf here, I think, and let's highlight this one. Okay. Leaves looking good. I feel like there probably is a better way to do this, but oh well. This is how we leave the leaves at the moment. They're not looking super textured, but at least I've got the shape. These are super hard to draw. Especially when you can sort of see their texture a little bit. Alright, let's get started on some hydrangeas now. We still definitely do have more leaves that we have to work on, but we've got some hydrangeas here. Let's choose some colours. What do we think of this? Actually, I might go a deeper blue. More saturated, possibly? Yeah, I think this is quite nice. Mouse figure, do you use a graphics tablet? What kind? So I use, for my streams, I use the XP Pen Artist 15.6 Pro, which I was sponsored for. So kind of XP Pen, send me this. But for most of my drawings, I do that on my Android tablet, which is a Samsung S8 Ultra tablet. And it's my favorite, it's my baby. I do all my drawings on it and I can bring it wherever I go. Oh, it's the best. Big, heavy recommend. And I like it so much more than iPads because like the pen doesn't feel all clicky and stuff on the screen. It feels like soft. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just really like that about it. So doing the floor a little bit now. And just blocking in some of the hydrangeas. I really like the level of detail I've got with this one. It doesn't feel as like chunky everywhere. I think let's go back in here as well and add some of this sort of detailing. But for now we've got all the hydrangeas on the way. I'm leaving a gap there because I know that's leaves. Pretty sure this is a hydrangea. Hydrangea. So I'm going to fill all these in with this purple colour and then I'm going to go back over and make a gradient of where the light is going to fall on each of these, and then I'll start rendering each one, trying to make it a bit more detailed. That's a leaf, that's a leaf. These are hydrangeas. I think those are leaves. Yep, those are leaves. Hydrangea. Hydrangea. I'm about to be so sick of the word hydrangea. Make this a bit smaller. So much fun though. I'm really enjoying these environment studies. Don't have to really think about the end product, just think about how I'm going to get there. Think about the journey. I think I should probably fill in this a little bit as well, even though there's leaves. Let's just assume that in all the blank area there's going to be leaves. Hydrangea. This hydrangea's a bit too big. Small. And some more up here. Maybe I can have them sort of curving over the top of the bush instead of all poking out towards the viewpoint. Maybe that's a good idea. So let's fill in the rest of this with dark colour. There's going to be leaves there, but we'll just use our imagination. I'm not going too crazy on the ref. I'm more using it as a reference for the texture and like the composition, I suppose. Like I referenced it heavily for this and I referenced it a bit for the way the leaves look Wretch does stuff. So Zeppy, what is it that you're painting? I'm painting a reference at the moment. It's a hydrangea bush with a mailbox nestled in it. And as I just said, I'm sort of using it a bit lightly as a reference. Also, these hydrangea flowers are quite blue. I heard that hydrangea flowers, their colour is affected very strongly by the pH of the soil, which is kind of cool. Let's make this more blue. Okay, that's probably more what we're looking for. But this would be like our brightest. And then let's get some colours from this side. Yep, that's nice. So I think there's a bit of light here. And then it curves back around the bottom. These ones are all quite in the shadows. Let's actually make this brush a little bit smaller for this. I don't think I'm getting the angles that I want with the brush being too big. Yep, that's better. Let's get this blue colour and use it for the ones that are going to be in the light. These ones will probably have little white highlights as well. Colour pick some of this. I've got to make sure to eliminate all of this purple that I've built up in the background. The water hydrant looks more like a weird mailbox. Oh man. What it is so confusing. I have to add some words right in the end. It says post. I just haven't added it just in case I want to adjust everything. Wait, why am I getting deja vu from this drawing? It is a Pinterest reference, so you might have seen it before. You might have seen it floating around on the internet. Who knows? Now I'm feeling like I chose the wrong base color. It's very purple. Thank you, Shadow22433, for the raid of, with a party of 1. Thank you so much, Shadow. I appreciate it. I still don't know how to do raids. I'm very slow when it comes to Twitch. I'd like to redirect some of my viewers after my stream ends. I understand that that's what it is anyways. I don't know, I don't have heaps of Twitch mutuals though. I'll have to find a few more. Okay, I'm feeling this is way too purple. There's still time to change it. Do I even bother? Oh no, I should bother. Really do like this colour on here. It's like a sort of greeny blue. Rather than this purpley blue we've got. It's quite nice. This is definitely way too purple. Let's lean into the blue here. I love the colours blue and green, by the way. Those are my 2 favourite colours, if anyone was ever wondering. A little bit more about Zeppy. I like it because of the Windows Bliss wallpaper. It's so pretty. Let's make the dark colour up here, where it's sort of curving around to the shadow of the bush. Okay, and let's change this blue colour a little bit. Standing out a tiny bit too much at the moment. And this is more of like a base colour, so we want it to be a bit dark. Okay, yeah, that's a bit better. Get rid of that too, and then add it back in this. So sort of helping us figure out a bit of our lighting when it comes to these hydrangeas. And then Got some lighter ones around here too, around the front. Okay, hydrangea needs to go there. Need to make sure these are all roughly the same size too. All these blobs. And then this one is quite in the shade, but there actually is another hydrangea just here, which is quite bright. And this one. What else? Right up the top. Okay, I don't know where this one is, what's going with this, because that should not be darker if it's like more at the front. It should be further back, and it's also a bit too big. Maybe we add another hydrangea in underneath. It's being shaded by the other hydrangeas. Maybe some more of this dark colour too then, I guess. Really shadowed hydrangeas back here. There's also some more around this side. So this is just all the base colours at the moment for our future hydrangeas, which we shall render. So it looks a bit funny right now. It just looks like this huge giant blueberries. GG bites, Zeppin, you need to hurry up. I have school tomorrow. I need to sleep. I'm sorry. Can't rush perfection. No, this is definitely not perfection, but I'm trying not to rush. I'm trying to take as much time as I need so I can learn all that I can get from this practice. I am improving though. I feel like my rendering is at least getting better. There's also another bright one here. Zeppy, what software do you use? Ratata Rats asks. To draw on, I'm using MS Paint at the moment. MS Paint is currently my software of choice. Okay, let's clean this up a little. Let's really figure out where these hydrangeas are going to fall. This needs to be a bit smaller. So does this one, it's a bit too big. I think there do actually need to be a few more here linking up. And then just here, I think we might have another bright one. This is coming together quite nicely. I'm not sure what this colour is doing here though. I'm not familiar with this one. Let's get rid of that. We don't want too many muddled colours around here that we don't know what we're doing with. Because we want everything to have a place, everything to have a purpose. I think that's what I'm trying to learn, because before I just muddle it all to try and trick the viewer into thinking that I knew what I was doing and that I knew which details went where, but I really didn't know what I was doing, and now I'm trying to properly learn. So any unaccounted for colours, we have to get rid of them. We have to use only the colours that we deliberately place out. We have to get all these hydrangea shapes in order to see, there's something going on here. There's like a long stretch piece of something. Gonna get rid of that. Maybe replace it with hydrangea underneath. And a bit more of a circle shape like this. A bit round. So let's do this middle colour. There's also two random hydrangeas here and they just seem to be floating. They don't seem to be actually coming from anywhere. So let's change the angle a little and give them somewhere to radiate from. Add that one back down, make it a darker colour, and then we can have leaves in here, I think. I think that's what I was trying to go for. And then right up the top, we've got a bunch of hydrangeas. Surprise, surprise. But I just need to make sure that they're also making sense as they fade off into the background. I think let's extend this dark color down a bit, because I think at the moment I'm using this dark color as like an extension into the background, whereas actually it's supposed to be more like the hydrangeas that are right on the edge of the bush. So let's change that. Alright, I think we have a nice map of where these hydrangeas are. Let me just fix up these ones because I think there should be a few more in the light down here. Let me make this one a bit rounder. I think this one can have some light on it too. Alright, oh my gosh, my hand is like cramping. So much drawing we're doing today. What is the chat up to? Xena, how is Wotu going so far? I'm taking a little break from it and I'm trying my best to just take it slowly and make sure that I make the best thing I possibly can. Not out of like a perfectionism way. More of like a, I just want to get this right and honor my childhood self by not messing this up kind of way. Oh, see you. Doodle pup, I would eat those leaves, honestly. Thank you. They are like a little bit crispy looking. I think they'd be quite crunchy. See you, Chara. You'll join next stream. Wretch does stuff. Now you got me wondering, how in the heck are you so good at Microsoft Paint? Or good in Microsoft Paint? I think because I'm embracing the tools that it's giving me. And to be honest, I use quite simple tools regardless in my normal program, which is Clip Studio. I just use a round brush. I mean, at the moment I'm branching into some different brushes, but most of the time I'm just using stuff that's quite simple. Okay, I think we actually start getting into the rendering of these hydrangeas. Maybe even add a few leaves in. Maybe we can add the leaves in now, actually. Or just generally where they're gonna go. Actually, no. We'll add those in as we zoom in. First, let's do down here. I've got more highlights to work with, so this potentially might be easier. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how this is going. This artwork is looking really good so far. Alright, let's make our brush way smaller so we can get into all these little details. And let's start with this hydrangea right here. Actually, let's start with the lowest one, all the way down here. First, let's find some new colours. So this is going to be the base colour for our hydrangea, so we can definitely find stuff that's lighter than it. And considering it radiates out from the centre, let's maybe do... This is our trial one, so it's okay if we need to try again with a different technique. So I'm just doing some like square petals radiating out from the centre. Maybe let's do some lighter ones on the outside. I mean some darker ones, my bad. And around the top as well. And then maybe get the very dark shadow in. Just fix up the base. The hydrangea flower. How do we feel about that? I feel like it looks at the moment like a bunch of grapes. It doesn't look so like hydrangeas have little mini flowers making up a bigger flower head. I think that's how they're structured. So let's maybe give these little pieces in here a bit more of an interesting shape. This is going to be a bit hard to do for every single one, but let's just try with this first. This is our trial. Or we could try using a different brush. Let's try using this crayon brush. See what we can achieve with that. So I'm adding a new colour in, which is like a highlight colour. I feel like that looks quite nice, but I don't really like the way the texture looks on the crayon. What if we bring back our marker? I feel like at the moment we're only using the crayon for like this sort of blending in this artwork. We want to keep the brush use consistent, otherwise it will look a bit amateurish, which is what we're trying to run away from. Possibly too much texture. Let's try this one up here. Let's try it just using this brush. And this mid-tone color as well. Try and conform to the shape a little bit. I feel like there are some harsher shadows within the hydrangea. Maybe we can fudge those a little because it's so small. And maybe they aren't as uniform in shape as I thought. Maybe we can spray it out a bit. And on this one, what do we think of that? Does it sort of look like a hydrangea? Maybe I added some tone variation as well, some purples. I think the reference photo I'm looking at, the hydrangeas aren't just blue, they're also a bit purple. What do we think of that? What do we think? Doodlepop said, ooh yeah. Some people said yes. Some people said ooh. Is Zeppy drawing all that little dots on every blue circle? I guess I will have to. That is the joys of rendering. I did choose like the most complicated flower ever to decide to draw. Looks like a very eatable hydrangea. I think I could go a bit more contrasty with the highlights. Even something like this. Even just sparingly. Actually, maybe not that dark. Let's keep going progressively lighter. Yeah, I think this. Can we just do a few of these on each of the hydrangeas like that? Then I think it's looking quite nice. Okay. So all these light ones, let's use these same colors for them. Let's zoom in too. And there we go. Spray it out a bit because these aren't as uniform as I once thought. They're not all circles. Some of them are a bit blobby, I guess. Got a bit of a darker colour. And of course very, very dark, almost black colour in the background as well. What do you think of this? Oh, I quite like that. I really like how that one turned out. Okay, let's keep imitating that. Maybe this one's too complicated. Let's simplify it a little. Okay. I think this one as well is also a light one. The hydrangea has more texture than anything else on the painting. I think that makes sense. I think I'm okay with that. Usually I'd be a bit opposed to it because I want everything to be like the same amount of texture, but I think I can simplify these to a level where it's acceptable. Every single time I say acceptable, I think of Lemon Grab from Adventure Time. Is that just me? I feel like it might be. Alright. So a slightly lighter colour for these darker hydrangeas. You know, maybe this isn't going to take as long as I thought. We're already getting through it. Really like using this dark contrasty colour in the background. And then some spray, maybe not too much spray. I do like things keeping form. Yeah, I'd say this is acceptable. Let's do some of these lighter ones up the top. So just make sure to keep this brush the exact same size so we don't get too confused. Oh, I think I'm only seeing YouTube chat. Maybe Twitch is just quite quiet. How many people do we have left on Twitch? We've got 20. Oh, we've got 30. Welcome, new person that just joined Twitch. Have we gone up in followers at all? Oh, we kind of have. We're at 290. We're almost at 300. That's so amazing. Thank you all so much. We're just watching for now. Okay, so Twitch still is here. They're just absorbed in the process. Done with the brain rot. We're at the part of the stream. We're at 3 hours where everyone's kind of chilled out a bit. I'm just here to watch the drawing happen. So yeah, I might talk about one of the things I really don't like to see in environment drawings. It's when, and paint sort of helps with this, it's when people use too many different brushes. And it's something easy to fall into. But I just personally don't like the way it looks. I like when you can tell that they've only used a certain, just a few brushes. When you just can't notice the brush strokes at all. That's that's the top tier. But then when you use too many brushes, it becomes increasingly obvious. Harder to remove yourself from that brush. Or to remove the look of the artwork from the brush. I really like art that makes you wonder, how do they do that? How do they do that with those brushes? Or what brush did they use? You just genuinely don't know. I really like environments that are like that. Which is what I'm trying to be. I'm definitely not there yet, but let's move towards it. So these ones are actually half in the light, half in the shadow. So let's add a bunch of highlights on these ones. And have them phase out over this, because that's where it gets kind of dark. And then, do we have any more light ones? I think they might all be that darker. Oh wait, no, there's some down here. There we go. I thought you were just zoned in on the art or something. I am kind of zoned in at the moment. So I guess this is another good opportunity. If you have any burning questions that you'd like to ask me, I'm more likely to see them because the chat isn't blowing up with brain rot. So yeah, here's your chance. Let me quickly take a sip of water. Trin Pixel, the mod applications for Discord is in the Discord server in the announcements section. Lem Longue, honestly it looks so relaxing just painting with one layer. Yeah, I honestly love it. I used to be so against only using one layer. I was like, oh, but what if you need to do this? What if you need to do that? But sometimes it's just better because When you make a mistake, you can just go and fix it directly. You don't have to look for the layer. You don't have to change all this, change all that. Once you draw something, it's only going to affect, like, whatever you draw, it's going to affect the artwork immediately. Whereas with layers, I feel like it's all changeable and you can go back, move things, but I don't know, there is something calming about drawing on one layer. I tend to do it more often. I'm finding myself doing it more often these days. Even with like character art and stuff. Just use one layer. Makes me focus more on how the end product is going to look rather than anything else. So I'm going to try and keep the light source in mind for these hydrangeas down here. I think this one up the top might be too wide. Let's make it a bit thinner. There we go. I think actually my hydrangeas are a lot less saturated than the Artworks hydrangeas. Maybe it's just because I haven't added the leaves in between yet. I really like this way of texturing them. It's so simple, yet effective. That's what we're after. Okay, that one's different. That one's this color. That one's brighter. So this is an interesting strategy. I might just put it into words for anyone who's watching along. So how I'm doing all these hydrangeas, I'm breaking them up into 3 different types. So there's right at the front, right in the light, there's this bright group, then there's a middle tone group, then there's a very dark group that's sort of in the background. And this is helping me a lot by having, so instead of like, oh, all the ones at the top need to be darker, it needs to like gradiate down. It helps me keep a lot of the colors in line and helps me identify sort of what I need to do next, because I find that when I'm rendering, I sometimes have a lot of issues moving on to the next part, moving on to the next step. So this gives me a bit more of a solid plan for which direction I need to go in next, what I need to add. So at first I added all the lightest colors, now I did the middle tones, now I'm moving on to the darkest. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's add in this color to here, and I think the hydrangeas are turning out really nice. Not too much detail as to look like they're overworked, because that's something you need to avoid too. This music is so calming for the parts of the stream where I talk less. I think so. That's why I have it on. I was contemplating putting on music with lyrics today, but I was like, nah. It's got to be the Glib Glob Glib Glob playlist. It's so good for drawing. It lets me zone in. I might actually add one which is standing out here. Maybe a few. What do we think? Yeah, I think so. Not very reference accurate, but I think it looks nice. Okay, let's add in some of our highlights to these. Oops, that one's too long. Need these to be small, dotty highlights, some over here too. Maybe some in there. I really like how you can see the curvature of this hydrangea bush. It's quite a nice effect. So it needs to actually fade off a little bit more. Okay, let's add in the detailing for these midtones back here. Let's actually turn this brush size down just a tiny bit because we're getting further away from the viewpoint. So of course these things would look a little bit smaller. Doverlyn, this is so beautiful. You're making me want to learn backgrounds again. Thank you so much. I'm having a very fun time learning environments. I've been drawing a lot these days, and basically every time I finish this stream, I go and do something else for a second. I take a break from drawing, but then I get back into character art. It's like, they're so different, but it's so much fun to do backgrounds. I find myself missing it a lot, and I'm waiting for the next day when I can stream again. It makes me feel like I'm creating like a little world. Whereas a character, I guess you're creating like a person. Environments, you're creating a world. I think it's quite fun. Very grateful to be able to practice so much, have the time. Hopefully people watching along can learn something too from my improvement. I feel like even in these few days I've already like learnt so much. We're only on day 5. Learnt so much about rendering, about the process, about foliage definitely, how to use brushes. Because I remember I was fighting against these brushes at the start, but now I've like sort of learnt their quirks, what they're best at doing, and I can use it. Use it to my advantage. Make the artwork really look cool. Okay, so I feel like that's most of our hydrangeas rendered a little bit. Let's go in with the leaves now. We have leaves to do. So that mostly falls in these parts where we just have these dark spots. Actually, I'm not sure if those were supposed to be hydrangeas. They might have supposed to be leaves, but they're hydrangeas now. Final little renders of these. These ones are probably going to get covered by leaves, so I'm not worrying about them too much. Oh, and over here we missed one. There we go. And down here as well. I really like how that brush looks on these hydrangeas. I really like it. Let's get rid of these white spots over here. Okay, cool. So, back to our green colours. We've got this very, very dark green colour here. We're going to use that to map out where all of the leaves are. I'm taking a look at the chat again. So, oh, I'm not seeing YouTube chat anymore. Let's quickly refresh. Having a bit less of a chatty moment. We're just focusing on the drawing right now. Okay, this was an ambitious reference, but it's definitely paid off, I think. This is looking quite nice. How about we try and pay attention to where the bright hydrangeas are, and let's add in the brightest leaves there. Let's switch back to our square brush here. Now let's start at the bottom. Let's go on with the details. Smaller, and let's go. So onto the leaves. This will be like the last step, I think. Then maybe we can add the post sign and the sign down here to the letterbox, and then we'll be basically done. There's also a few leaves over here on this side. These I think will be in the light, because this is highlighted. Oopsie, wrong color. Gonna sharpen these leaves up, make sure they keep a good shape, and then let's go in with some highlights on here. Because if we think about where the light is shining onto this mailbox, this is probably going to be quite brightly lit. Also helps it stand out a bit from the colour of the mailbox, which is a bit similar in value too. Did anyone else just hear my stomach growl? I need to finish this so I can get to my precious Megarang, watch more Dungeon Meshi, The friend I'm watching Dungeon Meshi should be off work now, so yippee! I'm gonna say hi to some people in chat. Hello Zerp, hello Mouse Figure, hello Henny, hello Doodle Pup, hello Slavcot. Oh! Welcome back. Zeppy, are you trans? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think too much about my gender, to be honest. I do know that Zeppy, my persona though, is non-binary. Yippee! But yeah, I don't know about me, like, in real life. I'm not sure. I feel most comfortable represented by a non-binary persona, though, so who knows? I don't think about it often. Hello, Lemlon Gay, who is still here. Hello... Did I say hi to you, Hanny? Hello again. I think I did say hi. Hello, lactose. Is that like lettuce or lactose? Or a combination? Okay, so Plain Escape, you did post your Meet the Artist on Instagram. I'll be taking a look at that later. That sounded so evil. I'm gonna like grade your work or something. I'm gonna take a look at that later. Oh, haha. Zeppy, what's your opinion on Cookie Run Kingdom? I love Cookie Run Kingdom. I haven't been back into it at the moment, and the guild I made is like kind of dead. I would like to get back into it, but I've just fallen out of the meta a little bit. I used to be like super into it, like, you know, getting billions and billions of damage on guild battles, but I don't know, I've been sort of left behind. Everything's been changed around. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. So I really like it and I love all the designs, I'm just not playing it as much. I used to be at the top of the meta, and now I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna assume the mod applications are for both Twitch and Discord moderations because I've asked 3 times now. Yes, it is. Sorry I didn't answer that earlier. I got all my friends hooked on Cookie Run Kingdom. Had a brief lapse in the Zeppa Nation server where I convinced a bunch of people to get it and join my guild. But yeah, that was the guild that kind of died. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'alls. I got demoted from the leader because I was so inactive. I just love the designs. I'm spending too much time drawing, that's what it is. I'm letting the unimportant things get in the way of the real struggle here, which is the Cookie Run Kingdom grind. I need to be more dedicated, clearly. So I'm thinking that the leaves are coming from a stem which is here. By the way, I'm not just putting in leaves like crazy. Never put in leaves like crazy, always think of the stem. I sound like a broken record. Okay, another quick drink of water. Zeppy, do you like Bluey? I haven't watched much of it. I think the art style is really cute and the animation is really good. Oh my gosh, maybe I need another drink of water. Hold on, give me a sec. Zeppy, what are your thoughts on LMK? I don't know what that actually stands for, I'm sorry. Is that the... Wait, is that Lego Monkey Kid... King? Kid? Oh, I've seen a lot of stuff of it and there's really cool artists that really like it. So I was thinking of watching it for that. You know that show is popping off when the artists flock to it like rats. You know there's something good going on there. Wait, I want to check how my reel is going. Actually, no, I don't. It's a surprise. It's a surprise gift for when I finish my stream, how well my reel is doing. I put out a new Instagram reel, which was about, childhood online friends. Because I had a few that I would lose. If you want, I can tell you a bit about some of them just for yapping material. Let's get on to sleeves. That one's just a triangle. Hold on. This leaf is looking super confused. Let's add in a second layer down here. Bye bye, doodle pup. Yes, we would love to hear. Oh, quickly. Thank you, Comedy Hour, for the follow. And my favorite Dungeon Meshi character is Laos. He's really cool. I remember before I watched the show, I was like, I like Laos the most, and now I still like him. But I'll tell you about some of my old online friends. So I remember there was this one who was probably like the childhood online friend, and their name was Numino, and it was on Roblox that we met, and we used to like, I think it was actually quite a short friendship, I'm not gonna lie, it was maybe like 2 weeks. But Numino had made an account because apparently, this is what they said. I mean, you can't believe what they said, but I believed it as a child, and I still believe it, because why would my online bestie lie to me? But Numino said that they had to go back to the army, so they were only allowed to have a Roblox account for 15 days. And they were just going to spend some time playing Roblox, because it's like what everyone was doing at the time and such, and it just seemed really fun. And I'm pretty sure we met on like a tycoon or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, cool. I'll be your friend for the 15 days. And every single day, I'd come back from school, Numino would be online, and I'd join them, and we'd just play Roblox Tycoons and stuff like that. And it was really fun. But of course, the end of that 15 days did come along, and he said, sorry, I'm gonna have to stop playing now because I have to go back to the army. And I was like, aw. But I sort of knew at the start, so I was like, bye, Numino. And I said to him, I was like, oh, if you ever come back to this account, like, please give me a message or something and we can play again. And they were like, okay. And I never saw him again. R.I.P. Numino. But yeah, that was like one of my online friends. Another one was this person I met through Animal Crossing. And this one was on Tortimer Island, if anyone remembers what that was. It was basically like you went to an island and met like all these like random people, and you'd just like play the island mini games with them. I really wish a derivative of it was in New Horizons, because it was so much fun. And there was this one time, I think I was really young when I was playing New Leaf. I think I was like 8 or 9, something like that. And I remember meeting this supposedly 13-year-old girl, and I was like, wow, you're 13, you're so old. Like, oh wait, no, I wasn't. Okay, my bad. I was 13 and she was 16, because I was playing Animal Crossing New Leaf when I was 13. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so old and wise. Like, this is so amazing. And she was so nice, and we just played a bunch of like mini games and stuff together and talked about how much we liked cats, because that was one thing we had in common, sort of brought us together. And then she said, oh, do you want to play more Animal Crossing? What's your friend code? And I was fairly new to like Tortimer Island and stuff, so I didn't remember my friend code. And the thing was, if you went back to your home screen to check your friend code, you'd be disconnected. So I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. And she's like, sorry, I don't know my friend code. Oh, wait, no. Because she could give me her friend code, but you had to exchange each other's friend codes. It wasn't like in the Switch where you just receive a request and you can accept it. You had to enter each other's friend codes. At least during this time. So she gave me hers, but I didn't have her, I couldn't give mine back. So we were like, okay, let's play as many games as we can. And just have a bunch of fun, but we're not going to be able to find each other after this. And I was really sad. I met someone who liked cats. How rare. Oh my gosh, we had so much in common. But, yeah, so that was another one of my online friends that I lost, which I was quite sad about, because I think that was probably like the coolest person I've ever met on Tortimer Island. She still wins to this day. But yeah. What are people yapping about in the chat? Tragic anime backstory unlocked. I left for a bit and came back to a masterpiece. What happened? Code Gyoku, so much happened. Also, thank you, Mr. Toast the First, for the follow. If anyone's here on Twitch just lurking or maybe even chatting and wants to be here for some more future streams, here's just a little reminder to follow me. Get the notifications for the stream. You can be here next time. Zep, what do you think about Madoka Magica? This was one of the first animes I watched, I think, yeah, it was the first anime I ever watched, and it was so good. I absolutely love it. I remember watching it with my kid brother, and he was like bawling his eyes out. Like at the end, I think it was like at the end of the movie or something, we were both like in the middle of the lounge room floor, like in a pile of like blankets and pillows, just holding each other crying, because we were like, oh, the ending is so sad. But it was like a happy sadness. Like it was, can I be like a little spoiler? Can I? Okay, if you haven't watched Madoka by now, that's probably on you, but when her brother doesn't remember her, oh, we cried like there was no tomorrow. Oh, that was sad. It was like heart-ripping. Lavazoid, will this stream be private or unlisted? No, it'll probably stay public. I keep most of my streams public, just so people can watch them again in the future. Oh, what's up with this random white spot just here? I think there needs to be a leaf that goes there. Leaf moment. But yeah, no, I love Madoka Magica. I was actually working on a new print for it. But then I sort of like didn't like it, and my art style changed a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm working on a new batch of prints at the moment. They all have like a similar art style. Maybe I'll still try and do a Madoka Magica one. I'll just do it in like based on a different sketch, different from the one that I had before. I think we need a stem here. I think we also need to blend this out a bit into the floor. Let's make this brush really big. Let's blend out into the ground. Just a small little detail, but I guess we'll have to do this eventually, so why not do it right now? Okay. Now for more leaves. I think I actually did get the leaf shape quite wrong on this, but I don't mind. I don't mind. I think the leaves look quite nice, so regardless, we will forge on. Let's do some stems here actually. Leaf shape, leaf shape. So we're covering that one a little bit, but that's okay. We've got some leaves coming out of the hydrangeas. Maybe some leaves coming out the top as well, like this. What are you all going in the chat? Monochrome, whoever is doing the emojis with me, please marry me. Hello, Mutual. I think? No? Wait, I think you just have a similar name. I'm not sure. Mouse figure Zep, do you know what the Land of the Lustrous is? I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Mayonnaise, hi Z, I'm a huge fan. Thank you for popping into the stream. Hopefully you enjoy it. We're just drawing some hydrangea bushes. Zeppin, you should watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. I have watched it. I have watched it. Tiffany, congratulations on your 4K on Insta. That is huge. You should be very proud of yourself. More big things on the way, for sure. Okay, filling in the gaps with all these leaves. I think it's looking pretty good. Let's zoom in though. Let's not get a bit too chunky with it. Let's make sure these are all nicely rendered and proper. Up to the tiniest leaf on the top. I think this is one leaf coming out from here and another leaf coming out from the bottom. And then this one is 2 leaves coming out from the side of the hydrangea. It's important to know where everything is going. I try and be a bit more organized with my foliage bush renders. I don't think leaves should be able to come out the top, but I'll add it just because I want to put something there. And that one's definitely in the dark. Maybe this one can be in the light. I do want a leaf in the light somewhere around here. Actually, no. This one is going to be sort of curled over. Like this. Over here too. And then darkness. Let's get our like far away leaf color back in here. What about some of this? What about that? Oh yeah, this is quite nice. All we're seeing is YouTube chat. Hello all YouTube people. Welcome Star Girl. Oh, also thank you for the new Twitch follows. We've got Snui, Hihi, and Quinn Chaos. Thank you. Zeppy is zepping once again. I am. I thought that said zepping out, and I was like, I kind of am doing that too. I'm like spacing out. I'm just getting so focused on these leaves. They take a lot more brain power than the hydrangeas do. Looking quite nice. This has got to be one of the favorites. One of the best things I've drawn on like this environment study rampage that I'm going on. I might add a hydrangea just hidden under here. Okay, back to it. More leaves up this way. I think. Oh, this music is so zen. Honestly, I'm not getting better, it's just a glib glob glib glob. Playlist is like giving me magical drawing superpowers. Imbued by the aliens. Being possessed by aliens. That's how I'm drawing so good. Okay, these ones are looking a little bit too like textbook leaf shape. Let's mix it up a little. Do some leaves coming from behind here. Maybe some leaves sticking out of over this side. We don't actually have many leaves up the back. It's mostly just hydrangeas at the top. You can't really see the leaves anymore. They get a bit lost in the fray. Okay, we have a bunch of leaf shapes. Let's go in and render them. I keep avoiding the detailed rendering. I'm so scared of it. So scared of finalizing my artwork. I don't know why. So I think this side should be highlighted, but not this side. Then let's do a full highlight on this leaf over here, because this section's quite bright. So it's alright to have some highlighted leaves. Let's also do this one actually. Can do the whole thing for that one. Stream is getting so calming. I feel calm. I feel like I'm getting better at streaming too. I'm getting better at just yapping about anything. Dublin, alright, I gotta hop off, but dang Zeppy, you cooked so hard. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching for so long. You've been here for a little while. I'm very appreciative. Thank you. Alright, another leaf under here. And actually this one can be the super dark color. Oh, this is looking so nice. This side has got a leaf that's just highlighted on one edge. I think, oh, I just deleted it. Come back. There we go. I need to recreate these brushes in Clip Studio. I think that would be so amazing. And oh my gosh, the temptation to colour in these leaves, but I mean to highlight them. I can't though. It's not in the right spot. Help, I was so focused in the chat when I look up there's fully rendered leaves. When did that happen? Oh my gosh, these leaves are definitely not fully rendered. They're just approximations based on where the light is falling. Honestly, enough for me though. I think it would look weird if they were a bit too rendered. That means I'd have to render everything too and make my job so difficult. So sometimes less is more. What was going on here? Oh wait, I think this is a stem like this way. Okay, I'll add another leaf highlight there then. Make that make a little bit more sense. I'm so proud of myself for like figuring out where all the leaves are and where they attach to. Like accounting for each and every single little colour. This can look a bit different. Convey the meaning a bit nicer. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to skip this. I find saxophone music to be so distracting. Sorry, my saxophone enjoyers. Because I'm pretty sure at this point it's just like playing from random. Oh, this one has lyrics in it. You're kidding me. Get out of here. Sorry, it's gone from Glib Glob Glib Glob to like random music that's based off Glib Glob Glib Glob. I can't draw while watching the stream because I don't have another device to draw or watch the stream. Oh no! Do you draw on your phone or something? Is that why? Because if you have a tablet, you can always open split screen. I use split screen so much on my Android tablet. I have one to like open Pinterest or Google Chrome next to me so I can like live reference stuff. It's so useful. Samsung seriously needs to sponsor me. I could like sell the crazy out of their tablets because they're so good. I might even do like a recommendation video for free. No, I won't do that. Sponsor me, Samsung. Teehee. Is there another middle tone that I'm missing out on? I feel like... Yeah, there is. It's that one. Oopsie, my bad. Okay, let's shape up this leaf a little bit more. It can be a bit wider. Not that wide. I think we need to zoom in. But it's just like a bit too thin at the moment. It's like not leafy enough. Smaller brush. How nice. Alright. Back to it. Okay, these leaves actually shouldn't be in the light, but maybe just the tip of this one. It's sort of extending towards this region where they're all in the light. I really like how I did all of the highlights on this section because you can really see it gives like these hydrangeas here a lot of dimension. I might actually add a bit of that on some of these ones back here. Okay, back to leaves. I keep trying to avoid leaves, but we are not leaving here until the leaves are done. Zeppin using the old MS Paint, yes. I don't use the new one, it kind of sucks. Spoob, what pen do you use on Clip Studio Paint? I use my own pen called Zeppy Pen, and it keeps getting taken down because it's too simple, so I might ask the Clip Studio agent I'm in contact with to keep my pen on there, please. It's so sad. Also, thank you Barbecue Sauce and Ashley Ash 2 for the follows on Twitch. I very much appreciate it. Hopefully you can be there for some more streams in the future. I mean, you're here at that one, which is already pretty amazing. So thank you. Okay, let's figure out these leaves a bit more. They're still a bit blobby. I'll fix that up. Thinner, there we go. And we can use this middle tone here for some like fake highlights. They don't get actual real highlights because they're so far into the bush. Let's thin out these leaves a little. Jeez, I can't believe I'm still working on this. It's like a 3-hour piece. Oh well, to be fair, I actually did spend the first hour on that tree. I think it was a good warm-up actually. Maybe I should do warm-ups more often. Maybe not as crazy of a warm-up though, that one took quite a lot of time. Maybe I can use some highlights on these leaves. It's like the last of our highlights. And then over here it's all darkness. What do we think of this? What is going on back here? I think this is supposed to be hydrangeas, but it's getting a bit lost. Let's add in some highlights, I guess. Yeah, they're supposed to be hydrangeas that sort of link down a little bit. Right, we'll keep those in there. Let's just add a few leaves in between. Some good opportunities for some lovely highlights. I love using more of this green colour. I just have to be sparing. Otherwise the highlights are going to lose their effect. It's only visible in this area. Okay, now over to some of our darker sections of leaves. I can put some variation in there, just no more highlights. I'm so sad, I love that green colour. I feel like honestly there could be more highlights over here too. So I do get to use my lovely green again. Okay, maybe that's too many. I'll see you, Doodle Pup. Thank you so much for watching. Snooey Hee Hee. I know why I said your name like that. Snooey Hee Hee. So pretty. Are you studying a photo? Yes, I am. I'm referencing a photo, but most of the bush, to be honest, is like off my imagination. I'm just studying the textures of the photos. Okay, I think yesterday's we weren't looking as good as the photo, but I think today, honestly, maybe. Oh, I used some more of my highlight. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Maybe just add like a few over here. No, I can't do it. It's too much. I want to use my highlight color so badly, but I can't do it. It's gonna overcrowd the artwork with highlights. Lots of harsh line art sections. Let's try and smooth those out a little bit. We can have a bit of a line art effect, but it just can't be as jarring. Like this down here, it's a bit too thick. This is okay though. Extend this hydrangea out for a bit of fun. There we go. Alright, rendering these last few stems over here, and then I'm gonna be free to go and eat lunch. Oh, I'm so keen, I'm hungry. It's been a great environment study though. Oh, thank you for the new follows, Gunash and Kakami, C-Kami. And we also have a subscription from Spoob. Thank you. Thank you, Spoob, for subscribing. Just silly username. Let's add some of this very dark green into the background, I think. Background over here. Oh no, we can't. It's like basically the same color. Oh wait, no, it's not. Sharpen out these leaves a little. I must admit, I'm so excited to just have this over and done with. I want to see the final product. I want to step away and be like, oh, I made that. Maybe I can actually do a bit of a highlight over here. Oh, yes we can. I think it does work. Happy days. I love my highlights. Alright, let's add in the little sign here on the front that says post. We're almost finished. Can you believe it? Let's use this one. Very nice and controllable. So we've got some characters here. Oh, this one's going to be complicated. Some Japanese kanji. I don't think I did that thick enough, but oh well, we can always go back. Got this. And that. See, Cami, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Machinoki, are you going to upload this VOD? All of my VODs are stored on YouTube, so if you want to go over that way, you can find it on there. Okay, I probably should have done this in a bit more of a blue color. Hold on, can we go over it? Yes, we can. And bright on this side. Cool, and then we have some English letters saying post. And let's highlight that too. I feel like this stream we learnt a lot more about the brushes that we have to use. Because we had a lot more than I first thought. We've got Well, I've been thinking more about their application. I think I knew that they were there, but I didn't really use them to their full potential. This one is really good for man-made structures and sharp corners and stuff like that. It's really nice for it. And then down here we have like a little Japan Post sign, but I'm not going to put it there, I'm lazy. Alright, what else do we have left to do? Not much. Maybe we take a look at where some of these leaf shadows would fall. Because the mailbox is heavily referenced, but the leaves and stuff are like imagination. This would cast some shadows. What about here? We didn't have as many leaves coming from this direction. Maybe we add one. That doesn't really make sense, does it? No. This can just add in the shadows a bit. Cool! Almost pretty much done. Maybe we can blend in the background a little bit more. We've got some different colours in here, but they're very blotchy still. Don't have many midtones. Let's just fix that up. We're pretty much done. Pretty much finished. What do we think of this artwork? Would you like to feast? Let's do some finishing touches on the very top here. Oh, this looks so lovely. I kind of like the uncropped look, like there's still a few pieces jutting out and stuff. I kind of like it. You know, maybe I'll keep it that way. Oh, how pretty is that? I'm so happy with how this one turned out. I'm really, really happy. Thank you so much to everyone who's still watching. We've had a few people cling on despite my silent period. Yes, sometimes I go a bit quiet at the end of stream. Sorry about that. But thank you to everyone staying to see the final product. Thank you for all the new followers, new friends we've made during this stream. Thank you to Yume Cola and MiraMe35 for following right at the end. The VOD will be available on YouTube. And if you guys want to go watch that, if you just caught the end of this stream, I know I do that all the time. I join like just at the end. I'm like, damn, I missed the whole thing. VODs are on YouTube, so you can watch the whole process if you'd like. I will also be uploading this final piece to Discord. So if anyone would like to join, the link is in both the description of my Twitch stream and also in my YouTube stream. I had so much fun today. I actually learnt a lot. I really did. I'm seeing a lot of improvement right now. We Zeva Zaves up, exactly mocking J-Lad. It looks so smooth. Thank you. I love the colours too. I love the way the colours look. The original reference image is really pretty, but I think the colours on ours looks a lot better. And I like the way the leaves look on ours as well. Leonardo Rodriguez, your streams are amazing to listen to while working and you make such great artworks. Thank you so much. Alright, final chance to have a feast on this artwork and then I gotta go. I gotta feast in real life. Thank you, Locust. Thank you, Stargem. Worldwide Hope, I wish you could do streams a bit later. I might try and stream tomorrow night if possible. I just like to get these done at the start of the day. But yeah, thank you all so much. Let me take one last sip of water. Why have we all got a nom cat going? Or is it nom dog? I can't tell. Alright. See you all later.